Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Survivor's Complex. As you can see, I am not the person who usually does our intro. This week, we're going to be doing a one shot in lieu of our regular game because our DM Sean is out of town. He has joined us for right now. We're gonna see if the hotel Wi-Fi holds up. And I don't have any announcements. I don't know what I'm doing. This is just wild. Does anybody else have any announcements they'd like to share with our audience? No? No? Sean, you look like you have something to say.
I have nothing to say for once.
Good. But yes, hello, welcome. We are going to be playing a fun one shot today, DM'd by our player Alex. So if nobody has anything to say, then I'll go ahead and turn it over.
Well, once again, hello, Internet. As has been stated, I am running a little one shot today. We have some wonderful new characters from everybody here, and now they're going to introduce them all so I don't have to talk as much. Isn't that great? And so, Carl, you first.
You're muted.
Yeah, I know. I tried to unmute the thing because I have a new mic and I'm used to anyway.
We're professionals.
Yeah, we are professionals, people. All right, so, and I'm so sorry for this, Alex. I'm so sorry. I am playing Gerald Multiple Thaddeus Wellington III, Esquire. He is a high elf wizard. He's quite old. He's very, very old indeed. It's like 1,500 years old. So that's what he'll be playing. That's what I will be playing. Excuse me. That's who I am. And at the moment, he is wearing no armor. He's got this massive coat with billowing sleeves and this scarf with arcane runes written all over it that makes no sense to anyone. It's just something he did when he was younger, and he's just kept it. And yeah, high elf. So very lithe, very tall. Bluish, pale skin, dark black hair, bright blue eyes, very lively, very jovial. Yeah.
That is wonderful. You need to be more pompous. You really need to enunciate your words more. Sarah.
Well, hi there. I'm Kuiper. I am a majestic bald eagle Aarakocra. I am wearing a lovely chainmail armor outfit that has peekaboo shoulders, a crop top, and Daisy Duke bottoms. I also have the most beautiful accessory that is this wonderful cape. It is white and red stripes, and up on the left shoulder is this wonderful color of royal blue and white stars. I'm just so pickled to be here. I cannot wait to see what we do.
This is going perfectly and just as I'd imagined. Savannah.
Hello. Well, I'm not doing a fun voice because my character doesn't have a voice. My character is a Kenku, so another bird person. Her name is Ray. She's very small. She barely pushes 5 feet tall. She's real thin and bony. She's covered in purplish black feathers. She has a crow-like face, very long black beak, and large, solid black eyes. She has talons at the end of her 3 fingers and toes that she has on each hand and foot. She wears really ratty, like dirty brown leathers that have just been cobbled together. She carries a quarterstaff and a shield that she definitely carved out of like a tree branch and a tree stump. She does, however, wear one very beautiful garment, her most treasured and prized possession that she never takes off, which is a fine, silken, technicolor cloak that occasionally turns into giant rainbow wings that let her fly. She doesn't talk. She makes noises and occasionally imitates her best buds, who haven't been introduced yet. Yeah.
And speaking of those wonderful, wonderful best buds, Dylan.
Hello? I'm Herc. I don't really talk much, but, I am a Goliath, very large Goliath. Everyone is very small. And, I chose to go with no armor. So I just got pants and my fancy cloak. Some great axe and things, some large weapons for the large person that wields them, and some javelins, just a few javelins. Don't worry about it.
And last but definitely not least, Sean.
My name is Nark. I'm this one's brother, despite the fact that I'm about 4 feet shorter. Never really got my growth spurt, so not gonna let that stop me. I've got a long, luxurious blonde hair, few scars on my face, which I'm able to keep moisturized and take care of the best I can. I have a meticulously polished armor with studded leather. Otherwise, I just hang out with this one. Usually try to stay the back, stay out of this big lug's way. And yeah, otherwise, I think we should just get to it all.
Wonderful. So before we get started, does anyone have anything they need to do that their characters would normally be doing at the start of the day? Carl, you have some important roles to make.
Indeed, good sir. Indeed, I will do that now. I will look into the future and see what I can see. Let's see.
It is
16.
very
16 was a good one. Good one. Yes. I see many terrible things. And a 14. I don't know. I can use them both. That's fine. And then he also cast Mage Armor on himself because it lasts for like 8 hours.
No problem.
And that is it.
And if that is everything, we will now get right into it. So, you guys have been on many, many adventures together. Some in the depths of the largest cities found on the Sword Coast, some in the deepest, dankest forests, and a couple in the deepest and darkest caves surrounded by all sorts of strange monsters. On all of these adventures, however, there was always one thing that stuck out, or one person. Everywhere you went, there was a small, bald man, seemingly wearing sort of the garbs of a monk that lived in some ancient monastery somewhere, sweeping the ground and always saying the same words. They're not ready yet. Now, upon returning to Waterdeep, you have been able to track down this man, and he has led you deep into the dock ward through all the winding alleyways. And you now sit in a dark room sorry, I got distracted there. You now sit in a dark room, the only light from the candles on the table. Well, I'm glad to have you all here. Definitely after so long. So you must all be wondering why I've gathered you here, especially like this.
How small is this man?
He is just over 5 feet tall.
Yes, we have been wondering, tiny man.
I'm gonna lean up over the table and be like, "Yeah, tiny guy."
I snort.
He just sort of looks up, looks down, looks up, looks down. All sorts here, all sorts. So, I have been watching you all for quite a while. I've seen what you've been doing, your various adventures and misadventures, and, well, there's something I need you all to do.
Oh, really? What would that be?
Well, where I'm from, a few years ago, some people decided they were going to build a glass clock. The issue with this being that the clock itself, I don't know all the science of it, the abbot would know this better, but it was able to stop time. Or, well, the effect of the clock caused time to stop. Someone is now building one of these clocks in Waterdeep. I was hoping that you all would be able to help and stop this from happening.
What's in it for us?
Gold, riches, glory.
So
Go ahead.
So what you're saying is that Waterdeep could be made great again if we got rid of this clock.
You can have inspiration for that one.
She saw her chance and she freaking took it.
I am
just
so
gonna
red in the
ignore-
face right now because that hurts so much to say.
Let's just ignore this one here. You've been watching us?
Yes.
That's a bit creepy.
Well,
Why?
how else was I supposed to know that you're ready to do this and able to? And finding the right part of time to get you in was a bit of a hassle as well. It was all a bit of a conundrum.
Cuckoo.
Hey, Herc. Hey, Herc.
Who's that? Oh, you down there. Hello, little one.
Who else would it be? Should we just kill this guy and take his stuff?
Well,
I mean-
that's not the most friendly thing.
Hey, this is an A and B conversation. You can stay over there.
This is an aside. Well, he looks kind of poor. So we might get more money if we stop this clock.
Fair enough.
I'll warn you now, I am a master of deja vu.
Deja who?
Now I really want to kill him. I hate puns.
I love puns. Another. Sorry, not the time for this. Yes, this clock. Where is this clock?
Alas, we don't know. There are those who have gone to great lengths to hide its presence, but we've been able to pin down its Waterdeep because here it's always Waterdeep.
I mean, just a few hundred years ago, Waterdeep was not even here, but you humans, with all of your small lifespans, always do great things in small times. And I'm not actually sure how it works, but a good friend of mine who would, you know what, never mind.
Somebody please shut this guy up.
Waterdeep
who said
is
this?
not
Who said that?
all humans. I'm just saying.
Everything is all humans compared to the lifespan. You know what? You'll figure it out soon enough. You'll understand. Are we going or not? Because this seems fun.
Ray, what do you think about this?
I just I do like this, like I'm looking for something in my pockets, and then I just look at them, and I make the sound of like coins jingling.
I know it's always about the money with you.
Yes,
All right.
I have exactly what you need. And reach into my portable hole and pull out a javelin from my pocket. This is what you were looking for, yes?
I look at Herc. I look at Nark. I look back at Herc. I take the javelin, and I go, pop! Pop him on the head.
I think what Ray is trying to let us all know is that I think she wants money up front.
Always the same with adventurers. Always, he reaches underneath the table. He pulls up a small sack, and as he places it on the table, you all distinctly hear the sound of metal jingling and clinking together.
I was wrong. He's not poor.
I told you.
At least we can get some adventure out of it.
All right then. So, which way are we going?
He reaches over and like actually he doesn't. He just uses mage hand, takes the sack, and then like opens it up and looks inside of it and goes, okay, yes, well, is there actually money in it?
Inside there is various coins of copper, silver, and gold.
Yes, okay. It's not that I didn't trust you, but really, I didn't trust you.
It's fine. I wouldn't trust me either.
Good, because you've watched us for years and you've never said anything. That's very strange.
Creepy.
Creepy. It's a good term. What he said, him, right there.
Oh, trust me, what was strange was first finding when you were down in that cave fighting those mushroom things, then finding you when you were all meeting. That's not important. First place I suggest you travel to, the Yawning Portal Inn. I'm sure you know where that is.
Yes.
Is there anybody we should inquire for?
Not in particular, but that is where all of the groomers gather.
Well, that's not much to go on. I do not appreciate being so flapping in the wind. And I toss my cape.
If we had more information, we would give it to you.
At least we can get a drink out of it.
And it is our job to gather information from people. Wouldn't you say, brother?
How long have we all known each other?
At this point, I would say you've all been together for roughly a year.
Gather information, he says.
Yeah, I prefer to have this on more definitive terms, but let's just get it over with.
One thing before you leave, just in case things don't quite go to plan, mind you, would you mind giving your weapons to my friends here? And he gestures towards a group of monks who have just walked into the door. They will ensure anything you have will still work as expected.
Cuckoo.
I'm gonna.
I agree. Yeah.
That one over there.
No.
Mm-mm. Well, I say no only for one very important reason. And he just like lights up his hands. I don't really have weapons.
Oh, you should be fine then.
I do a gust cantrip and
Perfect.
blow out his hands.
I don't have any weapons either.
Well,
now it's not very proper to disarm a lady. How do you expect me to defend myself against the ruffians of Waterdeep?
Oh no, we will be giving them back. As I said, we just need to prepare them in case of different things going wrong. We don't know who may be interfering, who can do what, and it's just a whole thing.
Can I make an insight check?
Go for
me
it.
as well.
24.
And 15.
Herc, you can tell he's telling the truth, but Kyle, sorry, I can't remember your character name. Gerald? That's it. There we go.
You can say the full title if you want.
Gerald Mortimer Thaddeus Wellington, Esquire the Third. You are again able to tell that he is telling the truth. If they present their weapons, they will be given back. But you're also able to tell he is definitely hiding something from you.
My good man. I can tell just by looking at you and being the astute person I am that there is something off about you, other than the fact that you're a creepy weirdo who likes to watch people throughout the years. That is a different story. But if we give the weapons, I know something, but there is something else that I can't quite picture. Huck, punch him.
Well, if you say so. And I'll punch him.
I didn't
Roll to
actually
hit.
think that would work.
This is more like it.
Well, I like wind up my fist and I go, wait.
Yes.
I trust him though.
Who did him?
Yes, he seems to be telling the truth.
Okay, he's telling the truth about the weapon thing of giving them back and making them, but he's hiding something else that I don't know. And maybe a good, in the nose will loosen his tongue.
The longer
Okay.
the longer that Gerald talks, I'm just standing behind him, like mimicking his cough, like louder and louder. I'm just standing behind him going every time he talks.
And he doesn't notice it. He's like, I don't understand where the echo is coming from. No.
So I punch this guy.
Roll to hit.
I didn't prepare a fist.
Attack plus strength.
Muscle wizards used fist.
14.
Okay, you punch him. You could have sworn you hit him as hard as you could. You could have sworn you felt contact. But as you pull back, he is standing there perfectly fine. Your knuckles aren't bloody at all. And all of a sudden, it just feels like you've been kicked in the side of the face very, very hard.
Oh, okay. And I just start handing my weapons over.
All you guys saw was Herc just punch this guy, then all of a sudden his hands on the side of his face.
Irk, you all right?
That did not go according to plan.
Nope, just giving him my weapons.
You would have thought that after a year of knowing you, I would get used to this, but apparently it's all the same.
Well, now, when can we expect our weapons back?
Give us 10 minutes.
Oh, well, that's fine. And I give my trident and my net.
Like I said, I don't have any weapons.
I mean, should I remove my hands, as it were? I'm not going to do that.
But as
Now,
you guys,
Gerald, I can't remove my talons either. I think we're fine.
anything that's attached to your body should be okay. So as you all hand over your weapons,
I start
are you-
elbowing
Okay.
Narc.
Very obviously trying to conceal my crossbows.
Make a stealth check.
I'll have to too, because I wasn't giving up my crossbow either.
Fair enough. Yeah, if you're trying to hide your weapons, make a stealth check.
That's a 19.
11.
Narc, they do not seem to notice you as well, but Caper, one of the monks walks up to you and just says, "This is for your own good, madam."
Well, I do declare, I've never been so manhandled in my entire life. I have vapors now.
So I'm handing him my great axe and my great club,
Mm-hmm.
and one by one, each javelin that I have in my pocket.
They take all the javelins sort of one by one as you're
So-
passing, sort of passing them into this little antechamber.
3 hours later.
144 javelins later, they have all my weapons.
I start snoring.
What she said.
And you'd think whatever they took would take a while with 144 javelins to deal with. Instead, they're back in about 7 minutes. All of your weapons, they all seem to have this one strange marking on it. It looks like the hands of a clock.
What is this?
Just preparations in case things go wrong.
Fair enough. As long as I don't get kicked in the side of the face again.
Does it grant us entry into any exclusive clubs?
No.
Well, then why did you buy my weapons?
As I said, in case things go wrong. I thought adventurers were supposed to be smarter than this.
I'll have you know, good sir, we are the most intelligent, well, yes, we are the most intelligent people here.
Well, I'm just glad I didn't have any weapons for you to face.
I'm this close. If I wasn't the alignment that I was, I would be like, I'm this close to be like, well, what about your crossbows? But I'm not going to do that.
I start ticking like a clock.
Can we go now?
I think we're all done with this place.
That's everything we need from you. We'll see you again if you're successful. If not, it won't matter.
That's not very comforting.
They gave me all of my javelins back, right?
All 144 of them. You're able to count
Awesome.
them as you put them into your pocket one by one.
Righto, to this inn, away!
So you guys have all heard of the Yawning Balls before. It's probably one of the most famous taverns within Waterdeep. Is where many an adventurer has sort of found their way and gotten started. And as you walk in, you hear the rambunctious music and the chatter of many as everything is kicking off, as you would expect, in a lovely rowdy bar like this.
Now this is my scene. I hope they have some exclusive domestic Waterdeep brews on tap. I think everyone will kill me by the end of this stream.
So what is it that we're looking for here?
Well, we're looking for people and a clock, of course. But thank you, but right now we need. I call everyone you. You should be used to this. So we're looking for people, places, things, importantness.
Are we looking for nouns? Are that what we're looking for?
Adjectives, verbs, whatever you want to use.
I just start walking around looking for clocks.
I'm gonna
there
jump
is a
up on the
clock.
table.
There is a clock hanging on the wall.
I go look at it.
I'm jumping up on the table and looking around the bar, saying, "All right, does anybody have a clock?"
Okay, first. This is amazing. Okay, Ray, while you're looking at this clock, while you're looking at this clock, make an investigation check.
18.
This is a perfectly ordinary clock hanging on the wall. Looking at it, you can tell that the tick is slightly off, though.
That annoys me. But I leave it alone. I go back. And I point at the clock. And then I just shake my head.
Nark, after jumping up on the table, you are getting many, many strange looks from those around you. All of a sudden, the man behind the bar just shouts at you, "Oi, get off of there!" Damn short ass is always getting drunk then coming in.
Hey, what did you call me?
He is ignoring you.
I'll stand up on this table for as long as I want now.
He
We're
called you
looking
a
for a
short ass.
As Narc
I
gets
begin
all
to pull out my
angry,
hand crossbow.
as he gets all angry, I jump up and I'm, well, if it is not Kuiper, everybody's favorite arena fighter, I need some information, and I just know y'all want to share it with me. I will be up by the bar. Come buy me a drink and let's chat.
What just happened?
I put my head down on the table like this.
For the first time in a while, I'm rather speechless.
Nark, you notice all of a sudden that no one is paying any attention to you and just watching Keeper sort of strut across the room.
By the way, just so you know, Alex, I was using, at least, hopefully, I'm using the background feature of the Gladiator, which is backed by popular demand, so I don't actually have to pay for anything. And people like, I think people like me during the backed by popular demand.
Yeah, as you get to the bar, the first barman puts a drink right next to you. Just says, "On the house." Gives you a wink.
Thank you, kind sir. You're just so lovely.
I'm at the table impersonating a peacock.
Alex, we are in like one of the most famous taverns in Waterdeep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of my criminal background, he is going to look around and see if he can see any of his contacts around, and just it's part of his thing. So if there is some kind of, I don't know, I think they say something like local messengers, corrupt caravan masters, seedy sailors who can deliver messages, blah blah blah.
Could you just make a quick investigation check for me?
$17.
Okay. Scanning the room as you do, your eyes come across what looks to be a pair of dwarves, one of which you have encountered before, an old merchant who was able to get those he liked the best deals. Him and his companion are talking to a pair of elves, neither of which you recognize.
What was the group that old bald man said we were supposed to contact?
All he said was for you to try find information at the Yawning Portal, which is the tavern you're in.
Okay, so about the glass clock. The glass clock. That's really hard to say.
I know, right?
He looks around to see where all of his people are, and slowly just like fades into the background and starts to make his way to these dwarves and elves.
Okay, is anyone else doing anything right now?
So, if people are coming up to me, basically, I'm in an effort to like, hey, you want a feather? Which is my calling card to like, instead of a signature, I give people a feather. I would like to see, so I've been hearing that there are people out there making something amazing, and see if I can garner any information.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'm just picking up one of the drinks that I didn't knock over, jumping up off the table, jumping down from it, and finding a place to sit and drink.
Okay.
I go sit with Nark.
Very well. Okay, and Gerald, as you've faded into the background, and I take it you are approaching this friend of yours?
Very cautiously, but yeah.
Of course. So as you walk up to him, he does look at you. Gerald? It's been a year. Come sit with us. Have a drink.
Do I know his name?
He commonly went by Drag.
Drag, alright. Drag, my good man! It's been years since I've seen you. How have you been, good sir? And he claps him on the shoulder and and leans in. And it's very hard to describe since no one is around, but his voice kind of quiets and goes, I actually have something I really need to talk to you about if you have the time.
It's fine. Sorry. My friends here were just leaving anyway. We're all done with our business, weren't we, lads? You hear something sort of thud under the table, and the two elves do quickly stand up and leave.
I hope everyone had a good time, at least, and things keep going the way that I know you like them to go. If you have the time, I would most definitely talk to you about some things.
Of course. Sit with us, drink.
Drinks, always. He gets a drink, and again, he leans in. So, you hear anything about this glass clock business?
No, a clockmaker in the city got a lot of money to build something.
Was it staying in the city, or did it go elsewhere?
A lot of money and weird metals and parts coming into the city. Don't know where they go after.
You happen to have a name, by chance?
Nope. Any dockets I've gotten to, any information's been erased, covered up, or is just plain gone.
That amount of material going through the city, it had to come from somewhere. Was it a port? Was it caravan?
Some from ports, some from caravans, some from the Undermountain itself.
Undermountain? Would he know anything about, like, the Undermountain? Because I know about the Undermountain. I don't know if Gerald knows about the Undermountain.
Yeah, Gerald would know about the Undermountain.
Okay. Wow, that's not a name I've heard of in quite some time, so... Wow, this is all very, very interesting. Thank you, good friend, and hopefully whatever that business was continues to do what you want. And he slides a few gold coins his way.
Gold coins sort of quickly cover as they reach his side of the table.
I guess I will have to start looking at ports now, ports and caravans. I'll leave you to your business. I have friends back here that aren't used to me going places without hearing me.
It's fine, it's fine. Cheers!
Cheers for everyone!
So, Keeper, as you are at the bar, you are approached by what looks to be a half-elven man, and there is another half-elf with him. The man himself is wearing a lovely green robe. The other one is wearing scale mail armor.
Well, gentlemen, come on up. Have you seen my fights? I know they are a spectacle. I am well known everywhere. Who are you?
My name is Thalon. I must say I am not a fan of fights myself. My companion here, excuse me, he is unable to speak. He is a huge fan of yours.
Oh, well, come here, darling. I would love to get to know you. I'm sure we could maybe squeak a word out of you.
His mouth doesn't open. You don't hear anything. And, of course, I couldn't help but notice those marvellous boots you're wearing. Quite a rare item.
Oh, well, yes, they're just something I picked up along the way. You know, you win so many fights, people start to give you things.
Gifts come from all sorts of places. They can also be used for the perfect purposes. The wrong.
I won't deny they have helped me in my fights. They have made me much speedier and harder to hit when I get out of the danger zone.
Your friends you've walked in with, they're quite the odd bunch. The little guy who jumped on the table.
Oh, well, you know, it takes all kinds to make a village, and my village is very tight, and so don't mess with my friends, because once you're my friend, you've got a friend in me, right? I'm sorry, Savannah's face right now. Okay, I'm back. Really, I am.
Can we hear her from where we're sitting?
Yes.
I'm making that face.
I am just outright gonna say this. Keeper is not exactly quiet, is she?
No, she is like the epitome of boisterous and out there and just a show woman. Like she thinks her excrement doesn't stink, and she thinks she is the greatest thing to humanity, or aristocracy, or whatever, because she's just amazing in her own head, inflated or not.
Yeah, I'm just watching this happen. Like, I'm just looking up at her and just like.
So yeah, I'm just like, I'm doing my whole celebrity thing, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever.
You stand there talking for a while. He makes note of knowing, you're an Aarakocra, you are from the elemental plane of air. Actually talks quite a fair bit about the plane of air himself.
Well, yeah, I may be from there, but I haven't lived there for very much of my life. I've been in Waterdeep as long as I can remember, and I have just made this place my home.
While you are talking to him as well, just make a quick investigation check for me.
Oh, good. We know how good I roll. 12!
12 is enough.
Okay.
You notice while you're talking to him, he moves his collar slightly, and you see what looks to be a pin under his collar that looks like a small harp. Being from Waterdeep for a while, you know this is the sort of symbol used by the harpers.
And because I'm not familiar, what does it do? What does it mean?
The Harpers are one of the sort of many groups that reside within Waterdeep and along the Sword Coast. They are generally seen as... best way to put it is, from what you know that they are generally seen as the good guys. You know that they deal with having information, what having power can do. They believe too much power leads to corruption, and generally no one should be powerless either.
Okay. Well, okay. So you guys definitely know who I am, but I have not gotten your names. Do you want to share an ale with me and let's just chat?
Of course, come. Let's sit over there. Not too loud, not too many people. Although I would hate to take you away from your public.
They can wait. I mean, when real true fans need my time, I am willing to give it.
And you go and sit in the corner with these fellows. And we get to Nark and Herc.
We're currently playing Dragon Chess. Is that the name of this game, Herc?
Yeah, I pulled out my Dragon Chess set. Since other people were gathering information, I figured we'd look inconspicuous. And we both bet 5 gold on the game.
Okay. While you're playing then, let's just get this generally going. Could you both make intelligence checks for me?
Nine.
3.
Looking at how the game is currently going, Nark is definitely looking like he's about to win. And there is Ray watching you, making the appropriate noises for the animals or other pieces as you move them across the board.
While we're playing too, I look over to Ray and just kind of quietly say to her, why is it that old bird people aren't as quiet as you?
I squawk at him.
Not all bird people, Nark.
I mean, she just talks so much.
I look
spent
down.
so long with Ray.
I look
This
down
one just
at.
won't shut up.
I look down at Nark because he's even shorter than me, and in Herc's voice, I go, "Small ass."
All right, fair enough.
Small ass.
Hey,
Could
watch
you-
it. I'm
could
still
you-
older than you.
Both make another intelligence check for me.
Seven.
I clicked and nothing happened.
Good man, make your move already. We are waiting.
14.
Okay, after some careful time deliberating and thinking, Herc pulls a move out that you just weren't expecting, and it's knocked out your entire offense.
To be fair, I wasn't expecting any of these moves. I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
As you are playing, though, you both notice from across the bar, sitting at a table, there is another Goliath. He is currently sitting with 3 humans. They are all from here. You can tell. You can't quite hear what they're saying. You can tell they're sort of talking tough and talking themselves up.
Hey, Herc, we aren't the only Goliaths here.
I see that. Do I recognize this Goliath? Is he from my clan or maybe another clan I'm familiar with?
Quite noticeable, actually. He is actually from a clan that is the complete rival to yours. There have been many a bloodied fight.
Yeah, I recognize that guy. Oh, but I really want to finish this game.
It's up to you, buddy.
I growl like a bear.
You're right. And then I'll get up and saunter over.
I saunter over too.
Are you joining them, Ray?
Yes.
As you walk over, you can start hearing about what you start hearing. They're saying various things they've killed. The humans talking about various sort of wild animals they've encountered, other strange beasts. The Goliath, though, he is talking about some larger game he's hunted, killing sort of whole families of bears on his own and the like.
Even the cubs?
Even the cubs. You notice he's got sort of a little pair of bear cub
What
mittens.
a dick.
I start growling like a bear again.
Upon that, he turns and notices.
around like bears.
At this point, he turns, notices you. Ah, new ones. Pleased to see you here. Oh, and it's the short ass.
Hey, only I can call him a short ass. What are you doing here?
Here, drinking, having a good time, chatting with my friends.
Getting your ass whooped?
By who? You? And he is now full on standing in front of you, squaring up to you.
Oh, I hold my ground. You think you're tough because you killed a few bear cubs?
Bear cubs, giants, some of your brothers.
Why don't we take this outside?
Bring it.
Ladies first.
I like
Shouldn't
peck
the
him a
short-
little bit.
Shouldn't Shorty be going first then?
I don't know why we're waiting to go outside. And I'm just gonna swipe at him.
Uppercut.
Nice. Okay then. Roll to hit, then we'll go into initiative.
Okay. And I'm not really punching. I am like clawing at him.
Yeah.
Uh, 15?
15. Okay. You swipe up, but he's able to see you just in time. Sort of just ducks out of the way of your blow. And then I would like anyone involved in this fight to roll initiative for me.
Do I see this while talking to the elves?
You're all aware of this going on.
Okay, I'm gonna... No, I'm sorry. Kuiper would be totally going for a fight. She's running in.
And my pen isn't working. That's just great.
But she's super polite, and she's all like, "Oh, I had to interrupt you. I need to... Give me 1 minute. I will be right back. I am enjoying this and then run.
Okay.
So I rolled an 18.
Yep.
I got a 14.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, what'd you get?
21.
I got a 19.
I keep forgetting that this thing is muted.
Now you know what I end up doing every single week.
But the sound quality is fantastic.
Okay, first up we have Gerald. You have just seen Nark take a swipe at this Goliath who is able to sort of just duck out of its way.
How far away are they?
I'd say they're within 60 feet.
All right. And he swiped at the big guy, right? The Goliath?
Yeah.
Cool.
I miss you.
Do what?
I clicked a button on Roll20, so I'm sorry about that. Ignore
All
that.
right. So seeing this and seeing, my buddy who I've known for about a year start this fight, he's still at the table with Drag. He just looks over and is just like, that simply will not fucking do. And uses Chill Touch on the Goliath. Just reaches up a hand and goes... Because it's got like 120 foot range.
Okay, go for it.
With a 9, probably not.
9 does not hit. You see some frost appear on the table, like.
Too many people, I guess. Well, just means I need to get closer. He turns to Drag. Excuse me, I must take care of something. And then gets up and starts walking.
Okay, next we have Keeper.
She is going to use her DM inspiration. And can I get there in my run of 25 feet? I'm assuming I can. It's a tavern, but I
Yeah,
want to make sure. Okay.
yeah, you can get there.
So I'm gonna get there, and then I'm just gonna, I'm gonna give them a nice little poke with my trident, one-handed, please.
Are you poking the Goliath or any of the humans that was with him?
It's gonna be the Goliath because
Okay.
he's the biggest threat to me. Actually, no, I haven't pulled out my net, so I'm actually gonna do this two-handed. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay, and that is 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it again because I have extra attack. 24 to hit
Hits.
and 10 piercing. And I say, nah, it is improper to mess with my friends when I am holding court.
So he's gone from sort of having his fist raised, ready to fight, all of a sudden just having a trident just jab straight into his side. He lets out a yelp of pain. Next up, we have Herc.
Well, I'm gonna bring out my great axe and just swing for the fences. You know what? I'm gonna rage. Why not?
Yes.
This guy called my brother a woman. How dare he?
There is nothing wrong with women.
The rage doesn't give me the reckless attack. That's something separate. Just kidding. It's been a while since I played this. Okay, so that is a nat 1.
Wonderful. You somehow managed to swing right over his head.
Then I'm gonna do it again and hopefully actually hit his head this time. 11. All right.
What, you sort of bring yourself around ready to try him again, but this time he just ducks and you still miss him.
Oh, Herc, I'm so
Rude.
sorry. It must be my cape. It's all fluttering in your face.
We are now onto the Goliath's turn, and upon being hit by a trident, he is now pulling out his own great axe. And he is going for the arrow crocker that hit him. That is a 24 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Hit and oh, ouch! You take 14 points of slashing damage,
It is but a flesh wound.
and he has a second attack. That time though, that is only 11 to hit.
Does not hit.
Your first attack hits you sort of dead in your arm after you've poked him a couple of times. Second time he swings, you're ready for it, and you're able to just sort of brush it out of the way with your trident.
Honey, you're gonna have to do better than that.
Next up, it is Ray.
Okay. I will go ahead and use my bonus action, cast Shillelagh on my staff. And then everybody's kind of crowding the big guy. And I'm taking my cue from Herc, which means we're killing him. So I'll square off with, I guess, one of the humans.
Okay.
They're getting in on this.
They are definitely
Yeah.
looking as if they're drawing weapons.
I'd swing at one of them. Let's see. 23.
That definitely hits.
11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, you hit him incredibly hard with your shillelagh weapon. You hit him, he just sort of swings like that. You've definitely done quite a number on him already. Is there anything else you're doing?
Yeah, I start making the sound that a mockingbird makes at him. And that's it.
Beautiful. And now we are at Nark.
Well, just look around. Well, all right, this escalated. I'm going to, with my offhand, I pull one of my hand crossbows off the back of my belt. But first, I'm going to take 2 slashes at the guy in front of me, at the Goliath, with my unarmed strike.
Okay, go for it.
22
22 hits.
for 11 slashing,
Mm-hmm.
and 24
Hits.
for 6 slashing. And then as a last sort of FU, with my hand crossbow, I'm not going to go for the Goliath. I'm going to instead shoot at the human that Ray just fucked up.
Okay.
It's only 14.
Still hits.
Yes. 9.
Okay. As you hit him, your crossbow bolt actually sinks quite deeply into his shoulder. He is definitely looking rather wounded now.
And then I just continue growling, just saying, well, I guess we're just getting crazy in here.
Okay, it's now the human's turn. The one that was hit by Ray is going to make an attack. Attempting to hit her. That is a 10 to hit.
That does not hit me.
Okay, the other two are both pulling out heavy crossbows, and while not attacking, they are now backing away. We are back to the top of the turn order. Gerald.
How tall are the ceilings in this tavern?
They are, looking at how high they are compared to Herc and this other Goliath, you'd say they're about 12 to 13 feet.
Sweet. Did the two humans with the crossbows back up probably, 10, 15 feet?
They both backed up 30 feet.
30 feet. Perfect. Is there anyone really in between them and our party?
No.
Sweet. So he's going to look at them, and again, kind of to himself, I see what you're doing, and let's change this a little bit. And use, what is it called? Yeah, minor illusion. And he flicks his hands out, reaches up basically to the sky and starts pulling down, and does a minor illusion of like a wall coming between the archers and the rest of the group.
Okay.
It'll be like 10 feet tall wall, but hopefully it'll be enough for them to go, well, I can't do anything. At least for a round.
You watch as you sort of pull this wall down in front of them as they both immediately look shocked and surprised. And actually just all of a sudden see a wall just coming from the ceiling, blocking them from your view.
Well, hopefully, my good man, that works with what you guys are doing with well, I mean, I've known I've known Huck here for a long time, so I wouldn't call you big, but you are big. You're going to die soon, though.
Keeper, your turn.
Well, you know what? I'm just kind of annoyed at your thrashing around. I'm just going to launch my net over you.
Okay.
And that's what I'm going to do. So they have to make a DC 10 strength check.
Okay. So you're throwing this at the Goliath and the one human that's remaining with him? Or is it just at the Goliath?
It's just at the Goliath. I don't want him to be able to move, if at all possible, but it's not that.
He makes the strength check.
Damn it! Well, that's just very annoying. And I one-handed try and get him with my trident.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 9.
9 does not hit. Sort of batting away your net. Batting away your net. I don't know what's wrong with me talking tonight. I apologize. He bats away your net, and he's able to sort of bring his axe up in time to knock away your trident as you go into the hit.
You think I meant to do that? That's all I say. I don't know. I'm trying to intimidate people, and I'm a dumb woman.
Herc, it is your turn.
Gonna hit him with the great axe, hopefully.
Go for
No,
it.
none of that hopefully. I will hit him with the great axe, because I'm a boss. 20.
20 hits.
He takes 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it again with a 15.
15 does not hit.
Darn. Alright.
Anything else?
I look at him and say, I like the way you die, boy.
That is beautiful. It is now the Goliath's turn. He himself is going to rage. You see he starts frothing at the mouth. He is once again... Actually, no, now his attention has been grabbed by Herc. No, that's not a very good roll. That one is 14.
That hits
Okay, and
just barely.
and you now take 17 points of slashing damage.
Ah. But I actually have resistance to slashing damage.
You do. He is going to go for his second attack. That one is a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
This one is only going to do 10 points of slashing though, so 5.
And are we good? Does that damage round up or down for that 17?
17, round down.
It would round down. Okay. Thank you.
And that will be it for his turn. We are now on to Ray.
All right. How close am I? I'm pretty close to the Goliath, right?
You are basically right next to him.
Oh, great. Can I Thorn Whip him? But can I try to... Because it goes out and is supposed to, like, pull them back to me. Can I, like, Thorn Whip his ankles? And yank him? And yank his feet out from under him?
You can certainly try.
Alright. Let's see. Ugh. 12.
With that 12, he actually sees the thorns coming as they'll sort of just jump just in time.
That annoys me.
He does look and sneer at you, and you sort of see the sort of bloody foam falling from his mouth.
Good. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, Narg.
All right. I reach back to grab my other hand crossbow and just start unloading into the Goliath in front of me, Wild West style.
Okay, go for it.
All right, I'm just gonna roll all 3 attacks, then we'll do the damage after.
Jeez, I wish I had pressed the digitation. Doves like John Woo film.
Yeah, it's only a 14 for the first one. I think that misses.
14 misses.
25?
25 hits.
28.
28 hits.
Okay, that is 6 and 8, so 14 piercing damage.
Okay, he is now starting to look rather rough as these 2 crossbow bolts just sink straight into him.
All right, that's all I got.
Okay, it is now the human's turn. The one that was being beaten up rather badly just drops his mace onto the floor, hands up. I'm done. I'm done. Nope. The other 2, they need to make an intelligence check, I believe, to see through the illusion.
They do.
What's the save DC?
15.
Okay, Gerald, you're the only one who can really see them right now or is aware of what they're doing. They are both just looking at each other, completely nonplussed at this wall that's just fallen in front of them. And it is now actually back to Gerald's turn.
All right, so Goliath guy is looking pretty rough. One of his buddies has just dropped. I'm done. Screw it. Not doing it. And then the other 2 are just like, I don't know where this wall came from.
Yeah.
Okay. So, to keep up the illusion, I am going to try to attack the Goliath because I don't want to shoot anything through that illusion. Not yet, anyway. So, chill touch again. Because 24?
Hits.
Sweet. 8 points of damage, of necrotic damage, if it means anything. Let me see. I don't think it does anything like secondary. Can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. That's it. Yep. So that's my action.
Okay, he's done. You're done, rather. Keeper, your turn.
I'm just finding you so very annoying. I need to poke you again. So I'm gonna two-handed trident poke them because they're annoying and got out of my Doomaflachi. My net did not work on them. So
Okay, so pokey pokey.
here we go, and I of course minimized that window. There we go. Two-handed. 13 misses.
Does not hit.
And a second time. Nope. 11.
Does not
I
hit.
am failing horribly, but man, there is a showman's flourish to my failing.
Both times he just bats your trident away with his axe, still looking very out of breath and very, very angry. Herc, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna keep this going. Let's do this. Just gonna great axe again. A natural one.
Okay, I'm sorry, but
No,
what else? What did you get on the second roll? Because you
A natural
roll
20.
both. Yeah. Oh, frickin'
I'm good at
hell.
this game.
So
I
good.
win at D&D.
So
That's
the
it.
nat one that hits, right? That like cancels out because I rolled a nat one and a nat 20, so it just like meets in the middle.
You should at least get like inspiration for being that badass or something. Come on.
For being that bad.
You swing and completely miss. But you're recovered and ready instantly that it looks really cool.
Oh hell yeah. How about a 22?
22 hits.
Awesome. 19 slash. Oh god, 19 slashing.
Okay.
Hey, it took myself. I haven't seen that. That was a big number. I was not ready for that. It's been a while since I played a barbarian. Anyway, that's my turn.
Barb blesses our game.
And we are now to the Goliath, who, after taking his hit, just throws his axe into the floor, hands up. What the hell? It's just going to be punches, you. Brr. He is not fighting and not attacking at all. Is anyone going to do anything? Ray or Nark?
Yeah, I don't hit him. I just stand there with my quarterstaff, but I start going bark, bark, bark.
I just kind of walk now that he's probably about at my eye level. Just kind of saunter over to him and be like, I kind of wanted it to be punches, but all right. And I just punch him across the face.
Roll to hit.
Oh god.
I'm going to say you have an advantage on this.
I already have advantage because of the
Oh, you do,
bracers.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about those.
So do I get double advantage?
Double advantage.
Super advantage.
Why is it not rolling? Roll, damn you. Oh shit. I'm losing internet connection on my computer. Somebody else will roll for me because I'm gonna have to reload my internet.
I got you. What do you need, brother?
Just a D20 plus 7 with advantage.
The slowest anime punch ever.
A natural 20.
Nice. Okay. Roll
And
your
it's a-
damage on that.
It's a D6 plus 5. So
11 max damage.
with,
Nice.
with
But
the
it's
crit too,
advantage.
Another
Yeah,
another
so roll.
And another one.
D6,
another
yeah,
D6.
because it was a natural 20.
And an 8. Well, I'm going to stop rolling my hits and just roll for Sean.
Yeah,
Herc
sorry,
is a
guys.
pacifist.
Because his fists go past everything.
Okay.
But,
And with that, the Goliath just falls to the ground unconscious.
As I see Narc go for that swing, he's going to drop the illusion so the others can see this person just one hit punch this Goliath to the ground.
So the illusion now, the wall in front of you just dissipates. The two humans sort of raise their crossbows ready, see this, and just on the floor, hands up. They are done.
I'd like everyone to call me One Punch Man from now on.
Kuiper just moves past everybody and stands over the fallen Goliath and flourishes her cape. And that is why you do not mess with my friends. I swear to the gods, we will not stand for it. And then flourishes back and walks off.
And that is the end of combat. Everyone else is just looking shocked. The band, seeing the mood, just sort of strikes up again, hoping to pick up some semblance of that happy atmosphere they had. As a couple of people sort of rush over to tend to the fallen Goliath, you just hear a shout from behind the bar. "You're gonna kill him? Go outside!"
Now, dear bartender, it's just another example of how wonderful a fight with me could be.
I'm just kicking his unconscious body, just grunting, "Call me short ass one more time."
I'm gonna pick him up, like like at the waist, like a toddler, and like
I'm just
just
still
bring him
kicking him.
over.
Yeah, you're just still sort of kicking and flailing as he just sort of up, move, down, as a couple of people drag this Goliath away from you.
Now, Nark, we have a chess game to finish.
I just cross my arms, just give in to what's happening.
Zero walks through the crowd. So, that seemed like a rousing fight. Did I just happened to miss it, apparently. I'm sorry for all of that. But it seems that you did very well in that fight. Yes.
Thanks for the backup, Mort.
Yeah.
Oh, and I drop my rage.
All right.
Okay. If you're going to finish your chess game, then can I get one more intelligence check from you both?
Oh, it's a 3.
18. Just wipe the floor.
And in the next few moves are astounding, as Herc just systematically picks apart all of Nark's offense and defense in this game.
I do a sad trombone.
Just like pulling at my hair the whole time.
Well, a bet's a bet.
Fine. I just take 5 gold pieces and slam them on the table in front of him.
Thank God I didn't lose, because I don't have any gold. And then I just put my chess game up and walk away.
What just happened?
I start tapping my talons on the table, and then look at Nark and make the sound of glass breaking, and then
Yeah. I know. Well, we're doing the best we can. There's nobody here telling us what to do.
Keeper, you were once again approached by the elf that you were speaking to earlier.
Oh, Dalit, I am so sorry for that interruption. I didn't mean to cut our time short. So please, how are you doing this fine day? What information would you like to share that I could be so welcome of?
Well, you and your friends seem capable. When you burst in, your friend was asking about a clock.
Well, yes, you know time rules all things.
Would this perhaps be a specific clock made perhaps from an unusual material such as glass?
Yes. The passage of time is crystal clear.
I would like you and your friends to meet me in my room within 5 minutes, please.
Okay, I'm happy to do that, darling, but before I meet an unknown gentleman in his quarters, I do need to know your name.
You can call me Theron.
Theron, it is lovely to meet you, and I do appreciate you coming to say hello to me today. We will be up shortly.
And Theron and his unspeaking companion both go upstairs.
I'm just gonna
When-
say every time she makes a pun, Herc has to restrain me as I like try to launch myself at her.
So when the unspeaking companion walks by me, I do a little wing tap on his ass.
It is a very firm ass.
Okay. I
So
run
as-
over to my group and
As
Tell
someone
them this.
who lives in the South and hears that accent almost every day, it's perfect, but
can you tell how many times I've watched Steel Magnolias?
yeah.
Okay, so I go over to the group and I'm like, friends, I have just learned of Theron, and he is happy to explain to us some information regarding our timely matter.
We know everyone in the bar can hear you.
They can hear me, but they can't hear everybody else. I know this.
All right, are we going?
Yes, I know where their room is. Let's go.
Ray,
Don't
I say
have
you
to
do
be
the talking from
testy.
now on.
Okay, so you travel up to his room. As
Yep.
you get in there, Theron and his companion are both sitting on the bed as you all walk in.
Are they really thrown off by like 5 or 6 people showing up when they were expecting just like one person?
No, they saw you all walk in, sort of
Okay.
together.
They saw us all fight together, so I think they kind of
Yeah.
knew.
I just was imagining him laying out on like silk sheets, just like waiting for you to arrive.
The unspeaking one thinking this is a different kind of meetup.
Yeah. Why
What
didn't I
happens in
swipe right?
Waterdeep stays in Waterdeep.
Groupies, no course.
You never know, he might want to get near your yawning portal. Anyway,
Wow!
We went there.
This is what happens when Alex DMs.
Another one who didn't throw away his shot.
And here we go. Savannah and Sean are so disgusted with us right now.
Stream parents are mad.
The producers are about to cut us off here.
anyway, getting back into things after some rather inappropriate jokes. Anyway, I'm glad you were all happy to join us. So you're looking for the glass clock as well.
Well, yes. I mean, how can we trust what you're about to say?
Because if you came to where all the widespread rumors gather, you probably don't know the first place to start, and you're currently hunting for any information you can get yourselves.
Maybe.
Don't worry, we have all been there from time to time. I caught wind of my associates caught wind of the plot roughly a month ago when some unusual figures were seen in the city. Those who saw them couldn't describe their faces as just describing them as being statuesque in appearance. Their clothes appeared to be all grey, just dull colours, as did their skin. You have no idea who these individuals are, or perhaps who they represent, or if they're perhaps summoned to this plane, or if they're just here themselves.
So the appearance doesn't sound familiar at all.
Nope.
Fuck.
He said they were gray.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at Herc.
Herc, do you know anything about this clock?
Would I know anything about this clock?
No.
Not even its face.
You can guess it's probably made of glass.
Hmm.
Thanos speaks up. I see your confusion, but these were all being described as human or half-elf in build, height, stature.
Do we have any indication of where they are building this monstrosity?
Well, there are 3 different clockmakers within the trade world who we suspect have been given this task. There is one who I would happily point you towards, though. You're looking for one man named Jerome Numel. Has lived in the city his entire life, was apparently left with one of the guilds. He is the best reputation in the city.
So why would he build this clock that seems so menacing?
Perhaps he's unaware of the intent behind building the clock. Doing something like this must be a grand undertaking. And be sure to put any clockmaker on the map, as it were.
So we know that this clock has ulterior motives, but it seems in building it would present itself with questionable intentions. So wouldn't a person as esteemed as this clockmaker know that building it comes with consequences?
I make the sound of coins jingling.
Perhaps the clockmaker is just about gold. Perhaps, as far as they're concerned, it is just another clock.
All right, let's just go find this clock and smash it to pieces.
I make the sound of glass breaking.
Right idea.
Okay. He gives you the address of this clockmaker and rough directions to the place. He explains that he would travel with you, but he'd prefer to ensure that you aren't followed.
Well, there's gonna be an entourage wherever I go, but okay.
I mean, perhaps yeah, I could turn you invisible if that would be a problem. Hello.
I mean, I am well known. It may be a beneficial thing, but let's see how we go in the streets. Maybe people aren't paying that much attention. I mean, I am pretty loud and out there.
No, you loud? Never. I could never tell.
You flirt.
Okay.
That's weird.
And you begin making your way through the city of Waterdeep itself, following the directions that Tharon had given you. And there are a few hoots and hollers from the crowd as Keeper walks through. And eventually,
I just can't help but garner attention.
and you arrive at the trade ward of the city as it appears storm clouds are starting to gather rather rapidly overhead.
Gerald, I hate to not draw attention. I enjoy the attention, but maybe it may be better if I didn't. I know I can tell Nurk is annoyed with me.
It's fine. It's say no more. Let's. I haven't done this in a while, so let's figure out if we can do this with rain and wind and with the light, how it is. And he just.
I believe in you. You're fine.
And he just waves his hand and casts invisibility at second level.
And you all watch as Keeper turns invisible in front of you. There's still, if you focus, there's still kind of a blank patch where the rain's not quite falling right, but unless you're specifically looking for it, you don't think anyone would notice.
In being invisible, I'm gonna kind of try and find areas of awnings and things and just stay within them to not draw more attention.
Okay. As you keep on following the directions, you are eventually led to what is known as locally the Street of Artificers. You know, this is generally where a lot of things are made within the city for any general use. You see, though, just down the street, there are 3 figures now walking into a building. You see that these figures all have grey hair and are wearing grey clothes.
All right, let's go kill him. Ready, Herc?
Ready.
All right, I'm gonna start going to charge forward unless somebody stops me. Nope, nobody. All right, I'm charging.
Kuiper
forward.
does not stop you. She just lets you go.
Not at all. Is go forth, young
Yep.
man.
I join him.
So, Herc and Nark are now
That's our couple name. Hard.
Hark.
Hark. I ship it. Herc and Nark are now barreling up the street as they make it to this building, with the rest of you not too far behind.
Yep.
As Herc and Nark, as you open the door, you see this large workshop in front of you. Tools, equipment lined up perfectly and beautifully along this bench. Running along the ground, covering the ground, you see various glass bottles, shards, what look to be crystals. And standing in the middle of this, there is a fabulous, stupendous-looking grandfather clock that you see is made completely of glass. And now, turning to look at you, there are these 3 grey figures.
When they bust through the door, can I sneak in? I don't know how quick I can get through.
You're all able to get up to the door, but as you do, one of them just smirks and clenches his fist. You see sparks emerging from it, and all of a sudden, lightning crashes through the ceiling and hits the clock. And all of a sudden, it stops. So, you all wake up. Sitting, as you look up, you see the glass clock still in all its splendor, with a strange light blue ring around it. As you begin to look around you and look at everything, you see that aside from your companions, your cohorts, the world has faded into monochrome, black and white. As you look out the windows, you see the people in the streets aren't moving, frozen in shock, looking at the lightning bolt striking the building. What do you do?
Ask where Doc Holliday is? Or what was his name from Back to the Future, and I just bombed it and messed it up, but what was
Doc
it?
Brown.
Brown.
Doc Brown, thank you. Yeah.
Doc Holliday.
Tombstone.
Are you
Back
looking
to the
for a
Future.
Huckleberry?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, are the guys still there in front of us?
They are not.
What's going on?
Well, it seems to me that the clock itself might have been turned on. Interesting. Can I do a detect magic on the clock?
Go for it.
Am I still invisible?
It's a very good question.
At this point, I would say you are not, because you were all essentially knocked unconscious by the force of the clock going off.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I detect magic on the clock.
There is no magic on the clock.
Any magic within 30 feet of me?
Nope.
Well, that's unsettling to say the least. The clock itself has no magical properties, even though it was just struck by a bolt of lightning.
Okay,
Well, I say
and
we destroy it anyway.
is the clock moving? Like the face ticking, you said?
The clock's face, as you look at it, isn't ticking. You see the pendulum swinging, you see the internal gears moving. The face, though, is standing still.
Yeah, I'm with Narc. I run up with my trident and I just start smashing the damn thing.
As you approach the clock, as your tridents begin to sort of breach where this ring is, you see they appear to start bending as you push them into it.
So like the tines of my
Mm-hmm.
distortionally, or they actually bend.
Distortionally.
So I pull it back and it's fine.
Yep.
I shoot a crossbow bolt at him.
Okay, you didn't get your crossbows looked at by the monks, did you?
No.
So, you lift up your crossbow, you fire the bolt. As the bolt leaves the sort of area of your crossbows, as soon as the bolt's not touching you or the crossbow anymore, it stops in the air and fades to monochrome.
Well, shit.
Gerald walks over to the clock, getting as close to it as possible, and starts to sees the distortion that was done with the trident and tries to put his hand through it to see if anything happens. Hopefully I don't lose a hand, because that'd be the third in this group to do so.
As you push your hand to start pushing your hand, you sort of see and feel the distortion, but you feel you're being pulled in. Can you make a strength check for me?
I hate everything.
How close is he to me? Because he casts invisibility on me.
You're not invisible anymore. He's basically right next to you.
Okay. If he starts to get pulled, I'm gonna try and grab him back.
16.
You are able to sort of pull out of the pull of whatever this strange ring is.
That's I would not get too close to that. What in the hell are you?
Well, guys, I got nothing else I can do, so I'm going to go ahead and head home. Apparently,
No,
monks
you
are right.
you just sit right there. You are very useful to this group, and you know it. Stop being a stick in the mud.
I just hold my hand crossbows, point them at her, and fire both of them again.
Can I
With the
launch my
bolts.
wings and fly?
As he does pull the triggers, you get ready to fly, but you notice, as same as last time, the bolts just stop in midair as they leave the crossbows.
See? Useless. Well,
But your brain is not useless.
it's not really what I'm known for.
His brain.
You shut up, her.
Nog has been known to have a font of inspiration from time to time that has saved ourselves, and you all know it.
Maybe if I just draw the clock thing on my... Well, get a piece of charcoal out. I'm going to start, drawing the little symbol that appeared on there as on mine and see if that changes anything.
Alex. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Draw the symbol on one of your crossbows. You get ready, you fire it, same thing happens again.
Can I pull my crossbow bolts out of the air and put them back in my bag, too, as I'm trying this?
As you reach out to grab the crossbow bolts, the first thing you notice is while they are standing still, in a way they are still moving. As you touch them, you still feel the full sort of the force and pull as if they were flying through the air.
So is that
Potential
a no?
energy turned in
That is a no.
kinetic energy. That's kind of cool. Can I make an Arcana check on this clock to see what the hell's going on? Maybe.
Since it's Arcana, I'm gonna say you have disadvantage on the roll.
Well, I'm good. I'm glad I'm proficient in it. Manage toggle. Disadvantage on Arcana. 23.
looking at the clock and being so well read as yourself, you can tell that the clock, you know for a fact the clock is magical. It's not running on any sort of magical effect to keep going or maintain this effect. But you remember reading a very, very long time ago about this phenomenon called the tick of the universe. That one instant where the past becomes the present and then the future. You think what this clock is at least trying to do is measure that.
Now that I did not expect. And for the first time, probably in the year that you've known him, Gerald has been jovial through the entire thing. You know, his boisterous self, his eyes, his bright blue eyes have been very alive, for lack of a better term. As he's looking at this and seeing this, his face goes completely blank, and you can tell that he is 1,500 years old. His eyes, kind of almost that lively shine in them, just goes flat, almost lizard-like, and he's just standing there looking at this. And just that. How in the God's name did that happen?
Well, so what are we doing?
Can I... Okay, so how big is this clock in front of us? Can I fly up under... Like, is it a clock tower size that I could fly up underneath it to see where... So we see the pendulum swinging, which means I'm assuming it's moving a clock... A gear, which is moving another gear, which is moving another gear, which is moving another gear. Can I see where that's finally stops to recognize that time is stopped? Or am I intelligent to even know that? I honestly, maybe I'm overthinking.
Make an
Cerebral brain
intelligence
versus-
check.
Okay. Well, roll 20 hates me right now, so bear with me 1 second. Okay. Come on, okay. Yeah, there we go. I had to restart roll 20 because it said everything was not working. So, roll. I think my intelligence is 1d0. So I'm just gonna roll a straight one d20, but my it's an 8, so I'm assuming not.
It's a clock. It's done something weird with time. It stopped.
Okay, can I at least just try and fly up in between the pendulum swings to see what's going on with the mechanism?
As I say, it's a sort of tall grandfather clock stand, so it's sitting on the floor, long case upward, with then the face and then some sort of roof or decoration on top. It stands about 5.5 to 6 feet tall in total.
Yeah, so that's not gonna work. Well, guys, I just don't know what the hell is going on.
It's trying to measure the tick of the universe.
Then why are we moving and nothing else is?
Because if I'm thinking of this correctly, we were in the epicenter of when it started. We are, for lack of a better term, stuck in time with it.
Well, all right. Hold on. So everyone out there is frozen, right?
Everyone's what? I'm sorry.
Everyone out there is frozen, right?
I think technically we are frozen.
All right.
Or
They're not moving.
we
We're
are
moving.
not. Yeah, we are not.
Everyone froze. Where did the 2 guys go that were in here? 3 guys, whatever. We need to find them.
So, Alex, I'm trying not to be incredibly weird with this. I don't know how to put it. Would Gerald seeing these creatures, could he make any kind of check to figure out like who they are, what they are, to kind of answer that question?
Let me think.
I'm like, I can tell you what I have proficiency in, and then you can go off of that.
I would say you can make an Arcana check for this.
Do I have disadvantage?
Nope, straight up Arcana.
Cool. Let's see. Good, because I'm really good at that. 25.
You're unsure of what these creatures are. You've heard one name for beings such as this from what you've seen. Delang. They're creatures from an ancient, you're not sure if it's a religion or way of life or anything. But they're seen as creatures who organize, control, try to understand everything.
Well, and I can't actually be sure, but if the creatures themselves are the Delang, then they might have the ability to travel through time unhindered. So,
All right then. So they're still out there somewhere.
or they're some when else.
Well, can't deal with that. We can't hit the clock. Can't hit anything else. Only thing we can do is run around and see if we can find them. If they started this, they can stop it. Right?
All of a sudden, you all hear movement outside.
Well, okay. Tool up, honey bunny. It's time to get bad guys. I just start walking out the door.
I follow right behind him,
Me too.
being
as
careful not
you-
to step on him.
As you walk out the door, you see the people in the street again, sort of frozen in motion, this strange sort of monochrome appearance over them. Walking through the clouds, appear to be sort of looking in detail at the people. There is a man and a woman, both appear to be human or half-elf. Both their clothes are all grey, and they have very sort of statuesque, generically beautiful faces. And as you whistle, they turn and look at you. So, roll for initiative.
Oh, yippee!
There we go.
Well, I got a 16.
I rolled a 12.
15 for me.
6.
4? Just kidding. I forgot that I have advantage on initiative rolls. I gotta do that again. 13. Ha.
So, Gerald, you're first.
Are they attacking me?
They're both holding battle axes in their hands.
How far away are they?
They're about 40 feet away from you all.
He is going to... Let's see. All right. 30 feet in front of me.
Yeah, about 30 to 40 feet away.
Okay. So on the edge of that, I think it's 60 feet. Sweet. So 25 feet ahead of me, I'm going to cast. Yes. Okay, I can do this. I'm going to, in a 10-foot kind of space where they're at, I'm going to cast grease on the ground and so when they come forward, if they start to attack, we have a little bit of a something to help.
Okay, you cast spell. The ground in front of them is now covered in grease. Is there anything else you're doing this turn?
No, not right now, because that'll take my action. And I think everything else that I can do also takes an action. So that's all I'll do for right now.
Okay, Ray.
Okay. Are they just? So they have weapons. Are they just standing there, or
Looking at them, they look like they're about to start approaching
like they're
you.
gonna? Okay. Man. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Call Lightning
Go for it.
as my action, and just kind of bring it down right in between them. Let's see. Roll, please. Okay. It's not rolling, so I'll just roll it by hand. It is a dexterity saving throw on their
Okay.
behalf, DC 15.
They both fail.
Whew. That's 17 lightning damage.
And as the lightning falls and strikes them, they both appear shocked, figuratively and literally. And you watch as they begin to kind of disintegrate. Their bodies sort of collapsing along with their clothes and the axes they're holding into dust.
I look at Herc and Nark.
That was easy.
Can I, if we're still, I don't know, are we still in initiative order, or are we just...
We're now out of initiative order. I will say, though, I'll be using the same initiative throughout the rest of the session.
Sounds good. Can I jump, or can I launch my wings, fly over the grease, and investigate where the bodies fell to see, I don't know, what's different, what's weird? That seemed too easy.
I apologize for the dog's massive storm, but I'm going to follow her.
As you go to investigate, you notice as you were expecting to see from what you saw, ashes or dust, there is the grease, and there is nothing there. It's as if the remains from these bodies have completely vanished.
But I can fly to that space. I can step in that space. There's just nothing there.
You get to that space and there is nothing there.
Friends, I just don't understand what is going on. We are stuck in time, I think. There are no bodies, but I watched Ray disintegrate those people.
I hold up my hands and I start making sound like lightning crackling.
Yeah, it looks like lightning works. Good to know.
Ray, you have powers beyond belief.
I poke Herc and I go, Zzz.
I think this has something to do with the clock, but I don't know how to get to it. What do we do?
I could try climbing it.
The clock?
Perhaps.
I look at Herc and I hold my hand like up here, and then I start ticking like a clock. Like you're taller than the clock.
I think you're taller than it, buddy.
I mean, that's all I've got. I don't know.
But besides, when I tried to... Well, when I tried to touch the clock itself. It pulled me in almost. Which
Well, maybe we need to go into the clock.
I'm not sure that would be a good idea.
I am a little worried about that idea. When I tried to stab and destroy it, it distorted my weapon.
I mean, how dangerous can it be? I mean, what's in the clock? A shark or something?
Maybe a crocodile. I don't know.
As you are all discussing this from the other end of the street, two more of these strange grey figures approach you. Once again, a man and a woman.
Ray, do your worst.
Okay, first thing we'll do is do that for the dexterity checks, and we'll go back into our initiative for the combat. One fails, one succeeds.
21.
So the one that failed is left standing in the wake of the blast, and again, same thing. They sort of start falling apart, disintegrating into dust. The one that has managed to dodge it, though, is still standing.
What is this person? It's just humanoid, or what does it look like?
Same description, humanoid, grey clothes, grey skin, statuesque, generically beautiful face, looking pretty much identical to the last one you fought.
Okay.
So, if we're going back with that initiative order, Gerald.
Since I've seen Ray disintegrate this thing, I'm gonna try to firebolt the other one.
Okay.
Where is that? There it is. 22 to hit.
Hits.
8 fire.
Okay. It is still standing. It doesn't exactly look hurt per se. You can tell that its body is taking damage. There are burn marks. You still see glowing parts of its clothes glowing. But this figure itself does not look to be in pain at all.
Maybe
Yeah.
it just wants to talk.
I was actually thinking the exact same thing, surprisingly. I use my movement just to slowly, cautiously walk up to it. And he speaks basically in every language he can, which is Common, Elvish, and the other one that I can't remember, and that's written down somewhere else. So just Common and Elvish it right now. Just, I hope you don't mind me trying to talk here, but we've destroyed 2 of you, and I apologize for that. But if you keep appearing like this, I would hopefully talk to you before anything else, because if we're stuck here and you're stuck here, maybe we can help each other out, unless you want to kill us, in which case I will destroy everything you love.
Is anyone sort of doing anything in preparation while he talks? Is anyone attempting to strike or anything?
My wings are out so that I can get to them as fast as possible. But until they look, or until the one guy looks threatening or comes at us, I'm going to hold my action. I'm not going to hold my turn. I'm going to hold my action for if they strike or attempt to strike any of my friends, I'm going to then come at them with all of the wrath and fury of an Aarakocra.
The third language was Celestial, by the way.
Okay. Ray and Herc, are you going to be doing anything? Because it's your turns before this thing's.
I am going to be. I'm going to get a javelin ready. And just if it attacks, then I'm going to hurl my
So,
javelin at it. So I'll be holding my
an
action.
Yep, and Ray?
I'll hold my action too.
Okay, so it gets to this thing's turn. It looks at Gerald. You are a regular. You should not be here. And it goes to attack. So those of you who have held your actions, go for it.
Who goes first?
It would be Ray.
Lightning!
So it fails the dexterity save.
So 14 damage.
And again disintegrates into nothing.
I point up at the cloud, and then I make the sound of coins jingling, which at least Herc and Narc would know that means I'm saying I can get my money's worth out of this spell.
Yeah, I'm pretty much useless.
All right. Seems like lightning works, so I'm going to use my Crimson Right to imbue my hands with lightning.
Okay.
In preparation.
Alex,
Mm-hmm.
are the baddies coming from the same area? Are they coming from circumferentially, like the same distance from the clock, but different areas? Where are they coming from?
From where you are currently, you would guess that they're coming from the center of the city center.
Like, okay, they all appear at the from the same area, or
Yeah.
okay. Pendulum's still swinging, but clock face hasn't moved.
Mm-hmm.
As we get further away from the clock, does our movement seem to speed up or decrease, or
Your
stay the
movement-
same?
Your movement stays the same as you travel.
Well, that doesn't help me.
Did
I'm
they
not
hear what the thing said to me?
Yeah, it wasn't trying to keep quiet at all.
Okay, cool.
So those were the same people that we killed before, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Might
It
be
looked very
possible.
similar.
I mean,
It all reminds me of a legend that I once heard on surrounding a day we used to call a festival we used to call Mud Pig Day. There's one guy just kept waking up over and over and over again, reliving the same thing. Maybe something similar happened there. I can't remember how that ended.
Mud Pig Day sounds like it'd make a great movie. You get inspiration.
Woo.
was his name like Mill Burry or something? I think I've heard this tale.
I'm not sure. I don't think that's the right name. Yeah, we should get going. I know.
Okay, Ray, you keep ticking at us, but what do you want us to do? We can't get to the clock. These people keep
Well-
showing up. What do we do?
I think she said they're coming from down there. We should go where they're coming from.
Okay. Lead on, dear master.
I don't like your attitude.
That's
I don't like my own attitude, but you bring out the worst in me.
I start sauntering down the street.
I go with him.
I just sigh and just keep walking. Trying to remember, trying to rack my brain to see if I can remember anything or try to figure something out.
You are muted, Alex.
I knew I would do it at least once.
It's not a stream without you muting yourself and talking.
Is
Nope.
there anything in particular you're trying to work out about what's going on here?
Well, because I know get my notes. So I know the creatures are, an ancient religion, way of life kind of thing. They're trying to organize, control, or understand everything. But that whole "you are irregular, you should not be here" line kind of, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why that terminology is like, "you are irregular." It's not something, I don't want to say like normal people say, because no one's normal, but like you don't hear that in everyday language, like "you are irregular."
Maybe they're worried we're not getting enough fiber.
Right?
So I want to, because I have a flight speed that allows me to catch up with people faster than maybe they're walking, I want to take a moment, and I'm assuming there are still people in the streets. They may be frozen, but I want to watch them for like a second or two and see how slow they're moving. I want to see if I can discern any bit of that. And not let my party get too far ahead of me that I can't catch up.
So, as you're watching these people, as you start getting used to these figures around you, you start noticing something strange. Part of your brain, your mind, can tell that these things are moving. But the sort of a different part of your brain, perhaps a more rational side, says they are stopped and frozen. The feeling you get is similar as to Nark and the crossbow bolt. These things have all the energy of their movement still with them. They're still being carried forward by it, but they're just not, because what would carry them forward it just isn't there. Easiest way I can put it, the next instant part of their movement just hasn't happened yet.
They are stored potential energy, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I walk over to, Gerald walks over to one of them. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Looks around, like just circles them for a little bit and goes, "I really hope this doesn't break anything." And then grabs one of their arms and then tries to move it to see if he can forcefully change the direction or change the time. Because if he is going faster than they are or slower than they are, the time dilation effect would be a little weird.
And I'm right there with him. Like, I'm probably, because I can fly up and catch up, I'm the slowest one. So if he's sitting behind to mess with this one, I fly up and catch him just as he's doing this.
Make a strength check. You're muted there.
15.
So, okay, imagine like you're sort of walking along normally, and all of a sudden your arm was just grabbed by, say, a superhero traveling at supersonic speed and just yanked. That's basically what you've just done to this guy, and while you've been able to like move the arm, you can tell that you've definitely broken it in a few places.
So when I do that, I realize that I am moving faster than they are, not slower.
Yeah.
That's it. I understand. We're not moving slower. We're actually in the instant before they are. That's why they're all slow. That's interesting.
So how do we stop this?
We have to figure out how to get them, or the world as a whole, to catch up to us, or we have to slow back down. It's a genius form of magic that I've never heard of.
I feel like we're still in the same place we were 10 minutes ago, which is we need to go get the people that did this. So unless you know any time travel magic.
I mean,
Well, where are those people?
I know of it. I can't. I don't think I can do it.
They're coming from
They're
that
over
way. Let's go that way and see.
I
if
thought we
can
were
find
just like literally as I was doing this, we were walking towards them, and I just like stopped and went, "Oh, hold on."
Oh, I don't know. I
Yeah,
didn't get
yeah,
the visual
yeah.
image of it.
Yeah, I just assumed the visual was we were walking towards that. Gerald got like a little light bulb and was like, "Hold on."
Well, I hope you go and apologize to that man after we fix all of this.
He'll be fine.
There are clerics in town that there's their business to do that.
I
I
thought I
cannot
was
be-
cold-hearted. All right.
I cannot be bothered with this right now. We have bigger fish to fry.
I'd like to try to stealth away from this party.
Make a stealth check to get out of this cave.
No, that's Sean. Sean's done with us.
That's a 9. God damn it.
You can't stealth well enough to get out of reality, I'm afraid.
Kuiper just puts an arm on Nark's shoulder and goes, "Why do you keep trying to get away from us? We are your friends."
Everybody here is too loud. All right. When you're tracking somebody down, when you're in the city, this is our turf, right, Herc? Right, buddy?
Right.
Come on, back me up here. All right. So you got to be quiet. You got to move quick. You got to stay out of sight. Something that none of us are doing right now. So
I clicked my
Okay,
beak
okay.
at him a little bit, being annoyed that he called me loud.
not
Listen,
you.
listen right now. I know one thing.
I'm sure you do.
I have worked with counterparts in the arena, and I have been very good to be loud and obnoxious and gather attention so that others can be quiet and run along. I know one thing. I cannot be quiet, but I can make distractions, so you better make better use of my distractions.
So perhaps you should go first, then, is what you're saying.
I make like this low, distinctive like bear growl, which is what I call Herc. And I just go, and I start walking.
I follow.
And
I
Knock,
go with her.
hanging out with Hook, you should know better. He cannot be stealthy. I'm sorry, Hook, but
I want to stealth. I want to be as sneaky as I can.
And as he's trying to stealth, because I'm setting up here for just an epic moment, I say, you'd be surprised at how quiet he can be.
prove me wrong.
Please let this work.
11.
I'll screw this, and I go ahead and transform into my my werebear form.
So this is a form that you're all familiar with, but what is now standing in front of you is a 4 foot tall, standing on its hind legs, with little curly ears, little round ears, what looks to be a teddy bear with very sharp claws and fangs.
And I
I
just
knew-
aggressively begin to pad away down the street, growling.
And I flight myself to barely sitting on top of him and be like, "I knew you could do it," and then fly off.
I'm going to kill her.
As all of this goes down, 3 more of these grey figures are approaching you. So, Gerald.
These. If Celestial has curse words, he says them. Don't seem to give up, do they? I don't want to waste anything off of them, so Ray of Frost. 21.
Hits.
8 points of cold, and their movement drops by 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, its speed is reduced by 10 feet into the start of my next turn.
It would be great if my pen was still working.
Are they just appearing out of nowhere?
They are all walking down the street as you see them. They don't sort of just appear. They're
Okay.
walking through the crowds, and it's only sort of as you get closer you notice them as they sort of blend in.
Okay, cool. The whole monochromatic look of everything.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, next on the list we have Ray.
I use my action to wild shape into a brown bear.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay,
I stick with my bear buddies.
Huck.
I'm gonna launch a javelin at one of them.
Okay, so you throw your javelin. That little mark on it appears to glow bright blue as it sails through the air. That hits.
26 hits for 10 piercing damage.
Okay. Which one are you hitting?
What kind of formation are they in?
3 all just walking in a straight line towards you. So one next to the other, sorry, one abreast.
I'll hit the one right in the middle.
Okay. If either of my pens would work, that'd be great. So yeah, you hit him, the javelin hits him, it sticks into his stomach, he just pulls it out, just drops on the floor, and they're still coming.
Rude. I'm gonna do that again.
Same one.
Yeah, with a 17.
17 still hits.
11 piercing.
Again, it hits it. He pulls it out a bit more gingerly this time, but you've still hit him, and he is now looking very rough.
I've only got 142 javelins left.
And I will move forward, and that's my turn.
Keeper.
Okay, I'm gonna, because my wings are out already, I'm gonna fly behind them and take one stab at the middle one and one to... Let's go stage right, because that may help everybody understand which one I'm hitting. So I think stage right would be my right, everybody else's left.
Yep.
Okay, so let's do that. So I'm gonna do this one-handed.
Okay, so one in the middle first.
Yep. That's a 20 to hit, not natural.
20 hits.
That's 9 damage of piercing.
9 damage, and he falls. And, you don't have to pull your trident out. He just sort of disintegrates around it.
And then, I guess, since he disintegrates, I'm just going to shove it into the stage right one.
Yep.
Okay, one-handed. That's a 16.
16 does not hit.
Ooh, okay, so I whiff it.
Now we are at these things' turn, and the current closest to them is Keeper. Yay!
Bring it!
That is a 16 to hit,
Just hits?
and that will be... That one will be 4 points of slashing damage as the axe hits you.
Ah!
Next one, that is only a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay. So that is their turns for now. We are now at Narc.
Oh, I get to hit one. I'm gonna rush up to the ones that are currently resisting the urge to hit Keeper. I'm going to hit the other ones that are surrounding her.
Okay.
Okay. So in my little bear cub form, I rush across the ground, rear up, and slash at them with my lightning claws. I'll go for whichever one she hit. One of them she killed. Another one she did hit, or
She missed.
Okay. So neither one of them are wounded.
Neither one of these are wounded currently.
Then I'm just gonna start slashing at either of them.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oddly enough, that hits.
That one is going to be 12 points of slashing and 11 points of lightning damage.
He falls instantly as you just disembowel him and start ripping his entrails out as he crumbles to dust around you.
And as I'm growing, I'm just look over to the other one and leap at him too. My other
Roll
two
to hit.
attacks. 20
20 hits.
for 7 slashing and 2 lightning.
Okay.
And then 25
Hits.
for 6 slashing and 5 lightning.
Okay, he is still standing.
All right. I'm just kind of gnawing on any part of it. My can't just
Looking very rough here. We go back to Gerald.
Getting very, very annoyed with these things. What is the highest? Yeah, he's just gonna firebolt him again.
Mm-hmm.
Get him out of the way. 11 probably doesn't hit.
11 does not hit.
That's fine. That's it for right now.
Ray.
I'm a bear. I go do bear stuff.
Go do bear stuff.
I run at the one that's still there, and I will try to bite him. What do I roll? 5. Oh my gosh. 17.
17 will hit.
What's the damage on a bear? 1d8. That's 7 for that one.
And you bite him, and the first thing you notice is he has no taste whatsoever. At all. The second thing you notice is he is now crumbling into dust around you.
I look over to Bear Ray. Give her thumbs up. Arr.
These two are so cute, I can't bear it.
It really is unbearable, isn't it?
No more puns from you.
It's like you guys are barely even trying.
Puns for
We should be you.
the win.
We should be us in these puns for the power of good.
Mhm.
I see what you did there with the Latin use of bear.
Anyway, are you guys still continuing towards wherever you think it is you're going?
Yeah, so we're just
Center of town.
wherever they're like coming from. Kuiper's going straight there.
So as you walk forward, you come across this large square within the trade ward. You'd think this would typically be used for market days. But standing in the square, you see not the people, but you'd estimate around 100 of these grey robed figures standing there talking. One standing at a podium with a great axe, who you can hear is addressing the rest.
How far
Aye.
ahead of? How far are they?
They are currently about 200 feet away from you.
'Kay.
You hear them. I am Mr. Black. I have seniority. As you approach, you will be granted a designation, then you will be put to your work. We have heard there are more irregularities around. Find them and stop them. We are now sending more to the art gallery.
Knowing that I'm from Waterdeep and I make my rounds because I'm popular, whatever,
Mhm.
let me pull my popularity card. Where's the art gallery from here?
The art gallery is in the castle ward.
How far from here?
Finding an exact size for the city has been impossible. I will say it is about a 20-minute to half-hour walk.
Shit. And everybody in the crowd looks exactly like who we've fought so far, right?
Yep. The
And
same men and women, the exact same faces. The only one that looks slightly different was the one calling himself Mr. Black, as he has got a great axe instead of a battle axe. From what some of you can see, he has a slightly different look on his face. He still has the same appearance. He just looks. Just has a different look of emotion on him. This is obvious as all the others you have met have appeared completely emotionless.
Well, it's probably not a good idea to just go running into this.
I don't know.
That's
We've
not a
fought
good
worse-
idea?
Yeah, we fought worse swords than this, right, Herc?
They all look dead in the face. We got this.
With these odds, I mean, if you guys can back it up, you know.
What was it he was saying about? What was it he was saying about the art gallery?
yeah.
That's where the abnormalities are. What was that word that I just
What did you just say? Were you speaking another language?
Abnormalities is what I meant to say. I just got excited about the thought of fighting this big of a crowd. I mean,
Should we go there then?
That's
Gerald,
probably
you are
our
the
best bet.
It is. I mean, Gerald, you're the one that can deal with the most collateral damage, I guess is the right word for it. So you're gonna be the one that does the most help here in this big of a crowd. I mean, I don't like that, Mr. Black, but I think Knock is right. We need to go towards the art gallery.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. I mean, I would love to fight all of them, and I would love to get out of here, but I think going to the art gallery would be a little bit better.
I start nudging people.
Yes, I know. We are going.
Ray's right. I mean, I do love a spectacle, but this might be bigger than we can chew, I think.
If we need to fight, we will, as we always have done. But for right now, let us move this along.
Yeah, I think you're right. Ray, you know which way to the art gallery, right? Let's go.
We have lost Sean, by the way.
Yep. We knew it was coming.
Boop, boop.
He's reconnecting.
Yay! Hey, hotel Wi-Fi,
Hotel
get on our
Wi-Fi.
level. Sure. Do you want us to all shut down, Savannah? What do you want us
No,
to do?
not everybody. Dylan, will you flip your video off and back on?
Yeah, I guess.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Should put
guys.
you at the end. And then, Alex.
It's so good we learned this.
Best trick ever. Alright, yeah, we're good.
So much faster. I love it.
Welcome
So
back.
much better than what we used to do. Which was panic.
Is Sean still frozen on anybody else's screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Technical difficulties.
Do
We need to get a
do.
proper technical difficulty song, I think.
I have a screen.
That is our technical difficulty song. It's just us singing randomly.
Do. Thank you, Little Britain. It gave me my tune of things. Poor Sean!
I don't know if
You're
we're gonna be able to get him back.
Nah, he said his phone was given out, right?
Our little bear has gone into the woods.
No, I need his snark to my way too boisterous attitude.
A random Lil appears.
Hi guys, how are you? We are gonna be best friends.
And Lil just face the grey and is frozen in time.
Bear with us, chat. We are your best friends.
Really?
Alright.
Again with the bear pun.
We're gonna try to get him back.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
Oh, Sean's moving. Hello, Sean. Welcome back, Sean.
All right.
Hello, internet.
Hello, internet.
My
No,
phone
don't
is,
be
like-
sorry.
Hot to the touch right now.
Oh, are you
Ooh.
plugged in?
Yeah, I'm plugged in.
Oh, that's
That explains-
actually probably why.
Yeah. I'll unplug for now and battery
Keep
should
an eye on it.
be the rest of it. Yeah.
All right. I just
Okay.
need to move everybody's
Things
video.
again.
Same thing again. Yeah, Dylan, will you click out and back in?
Boom.
And Alex.
Double
Okay,
boom.
We're good. We'll see if it holds up.
Okay.
We miss you, Sean. Alex, you're doing amazing. But we still miss Sean because Sean's very angry at the rest of us.
I'm pretty sure Sean's only really angry at one person for their choices in accents right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, you guys are heading towards the art gallery?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we just leave that huge group. Hopefully, we weren't seen.
Are you going to attempt to stealth?
I'm gonna attempt to stealth.
I would love
Wow.
to.
Come on, really loud for me all of a sudden.
I'll go ahead and turn back into myself, and I'll cast Pass Without Trace on everybody.
Okay.
Can I fly above the group at about 60 feet, but carry with them at the same pace?
You know that if you did that, you wouldn't be able to stealth because you wouldn't be able to hide in or around anything. You'd be out in the open, flying in the air.
Okay, never mind.
What? I thought you were going to draw attention away from all of us.
Oh, wait, actually, you are right. I know where the art gallery is, so I'm going to fly over the group and be like, Arena Fights this coming weekend. You know you work for the weekend. And that's what I'm going to do.
It's Sunday,
Sean's
Sunday,
actually
Sunday.
right. And I hate it.
Okay.
And Savannah
trying to
knows
get
it,
her
and
kill.
she hates me too.
I cast Pass Without Trace on the rest of us and start
Your silence.
sneaking away.
So, would anyone who's not flying through the air like to make stealth checks for me?
Plus 10, right?
Absolutely.
Really?
Because I am the knight.
Really? Really?
32.
Well, I got a 17, but it's a natural 1.
Mm-hmm.
32.
33.
Told you he was the knight.
You all duck into the crowds of these strange, unmoving figures, aiming to not be seen. And Keeper, you are flying through the air, shouting your praise about your fights, as a pair of firebolts come streaking towards you.
Dexterity saving throw?
No, this one they roll to hit.
Shit! Oh. I forgot my mic was live there, guys. Sorry about that profanity. I am PG friendly.
That is a 19. The first one is a 19 to hit.
It hits.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, don't say that with such authority.
Sorry, my thing's just gone really slow all of a sudden.
It's just denying the inevitability of Kuiper's
So that
hubris.
Fall from grace.
the first one is going to be 17 points of fire damage.
Oh shoot! You're gonna make me pull out a calculator because I can't do that math.
The second one is only a 9 to hit.
So that's 26 total, right?
Yes, 26.
No.
You said 19 and then 7?
19 and 7.
Yeah, that's 26. Okay. Oh. Ow. Yep. Below half health, guys. Just so you all know. I probably deserve it, but you all got away.
What she doesn't know is those firebolts were from me.
Yeah. So having been hit, I cut through some sort of building, alleyway, street, something to try and get away from the crowd that doesn't quite lead the way to my friends, but I'm trying to still go so if they're going west and then south, maybe I'm going south and then west. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fine. As you are flying through these alleyways, though, you see something very peculiar happening in front of you. You see some kind of spinning motion in midair. You see what appears to be flecks of dust or something all flying together. And appearing, spinning in the air, are 3 more of these figures that then go marching out of the alley.
So, knowing which way my friends took, can I, cut right, cut left, cut whatever direction I need to before I hit that spinning torrent of air and try and get to my
you're
friends?
Still, yeah, you can still avoid these and get to your friends.
Okay. Let me cut that way and try to meet them and direct them my way. So, actually, what I want to do in Waterdeep is a port city, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Being the Eric Cochran bird that I am, I want to try and seagull signal to Ray to come this way.
You all hear a seagull.
Caw! Caw!
Do we hear a seagull or do we hear that? Because that I know what that is.
Please tell me it was that southern caw.
It was the southern.
Oh my god.
I because I'm wearing my rainbow cloak, I flip my cloak like Keeper does. And then I start going towards the sound.
Bring me my people. Bring them to me.
Keeper, you are joined by Ray.
I follow Ray.
I assumed the rest of you knew what I
Yeah.
meant and were gonna follow me.
Guys, look at this weird torrent of air. I know. I watched people who we have fought come out of this. I think we need to destroy this air thing.
So in this alleyway, the rest of you all see as all of a sudden there's this strange sort of spinning in the air. The dust or whatever is being pulled towards it. An appearance being before you is another of these strange figures, which then lands on the ground, looks up, and walks out of the alleyway.
When they look up, they don't see us, right? Or
They don't know.
which
They're heading towards the square you were at earlier.
you're muted, Alex.
No, he's not.
No, I'm not.
No, he's
not.
not. We can all hear him.
We can hear him. Did you mute him?
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry, that was me, because dogs and shit and wait, crap, stuff and stuff and
You're just killing it today.
I'm winning at 1,000 miles an hour here.
So is this tornado of air and magical death, is it stationary?
It's stationary. It's not a continuous thing. It only appears when one of these things is being created, then it stops, then it starts again as
Okay.
another one begins to appear.
Would I happen to know if this was like a portal or something?
You can instantly tell that this is not another kind of magical effect.
Crap.
If anyone would like to make a medicine check, though, they can.
I mean, I can try it. I got a 5.
15.
20.
4.
So, Ray and Nark, as you watch another of these things appearing, you can tell that what first appears seems to be gathering a skeleton. As it keeps going, you see what appears to be organs, then muscles, skin tissue, and finally a layer of clothes before it stops, they land, and they walk off.
Boy, that was weird.
I look at Narc and I start motioning like building blocks.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying. Yeah, they're being like constructed here,
I make a hammer sound.
like they're being born.
So how do we take care of it?
I think we should still go to the art gallery.
They're gonna keep coming.
Yeah, well, we can't stop that.
Okay, I'm with y'all.
Let's keep going. You still got your sneaky stuff on, Ray? All right.
Could I get another round of stealth checks, please, then?
Hopefully this one will be better.
I don't know why I should roll with advantage. I'd say 23 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Please ignore that. I did a javelin attack instead of a stealth roll.
I rolled a 26.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I literally rolled the same roll that I did last time. Natural 1 to make it 17.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's only character appropriate, Kuiper rolled a natural 1, which makes it 15.
17. Not throwing a javelin.
Okay. You are able to make it to the art gallery without incident. You are able to see where these things are coming from, so you're able to avoid them fairly well as well without sort of getting to their line of sight. So you are now at the door of the art gallery. The doors themselves are open. You see the same sort of scene around outside here. People still appearing to be completely frozen.
There's a part of me that just wants to like start knocking people over.
Y'all already broke one person's arm. Stop causing more damage than we can repair.
So the art gallery is still full of people frozen in time, basically, but there aren't any of the gray people here yet.
You can't see any of them while you're still outside.
Yeah, we should go in.
Yeah.
Y'all lead the way. I will try and distract any untoward people coming in.
All right, we're right behind you, and I wait about 30 seconds until we follow.
I'm pretty sure one of those untoward people were herself.
Yeah, I think so.
As you guys are walking through, you see some more of these weird grey people, but their attention all seems to be on the art. You appear to see what, at one point, what looks to be an empty picture frame. Lying on the floor near it, there are various piles of, from their shades, what you would guess to be different colours. And there is one of these women standing there saying, "We have removed these pigments from this parchment. We have turned it into its base components. Why can we not find what makes this considered to be art by the mortals?" As you walk through the museum, you see the gallery rather, you do see similar sights. What appears to be more paintings dismantled in this way. You see statues that have had the same treatment, some of them have had parts just completely sheared off with some sort of dust laying on the floor.
But they're moving at the same speed as we all are?
All the grey people are moving at the same speed as you.
How big is this gallery?
The gallery itself is a very large building. It was converted from one of the old sort of castle buildings within the ward. Itself, so you're currently going through what it would be the main chamber. There is a second floor to this with a mezzanine which has more art that leads up to an attic. There is an anteroom off this one which focuses mainly on various sculptures. There is another wing that stretches to the back and to the side, which is filled with more historical pieces.
Can I be at the front door trying to watch for untowards while still keeping an eye on my group and get them with my flying speed or not?
You can't do that.
Okay. I want to basically stay at the extent of my radius that I know I can get to people in one movement. So I want to be 60 feet from my friends, but closer to the door to see if anybody comes at us.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Go ahead.
I'm backing her up with my great axe.
The groups of people, have we ever seen them not in groups?
They're always in groups. Currently, they are all in groups of 3.
Okay. How close are the nearest group?
Currently, as you're walking through, the nearest, I would say, is about 30 feet away. Their attention appears to entirely be on the painting, which, as you're watching, they're sort of pulling the colors off of it.
Okay. I'm trying to think.
What are they doing? You said they're pulling the colors off of them?
Yeah, it's like from what I could tell, it's like they're ripping apart each painting or each sculpture, trying to figure out anything about it, and they're not really understanding why it works.
But how is it exactly? They're like extracting the colors, or they're just ripping them apart?
It's more like they are extracting them.
How are they doing that?
So it looked
Visually.
to you like one's just holding its hand up, and sort of at this point, everything that's sort of a sky blue is sort of flowing off the painting towards the hand. And when all that sky blue has been removed, they just put it on the floor in a pile of this strange, dust.
Does the guy change at all when this happens?
He does
The
not.
great people.
They stay exactly the same.
I was going to say, can I make a perception check to see if I hear any conflict or anything going on further inside that we might be missing?
Go for it.
While he's doing that, could I make a check to see if I recognize how they are dissecting this color or anything? Because I'm like, I see that they're doing it, but I don't know if I'll know like how it's working.
Could I just get a straight up intelligence check?
Cool.
And I rolled a 6.
Mother fracker. 3 natural ones in a row?
Alex is DM. We have Alex's curse. We lose.
Oh my god. So I got a 5, but a natural 1.
Nark. From way off in the distance, you think from the way the sounds are echoing, there's something going on the upper floors. That's all you can gather.
All right.
Gerald, you've got no idea.
So, sorry, Sean, go ahead.
Oh no, you finish your thing first.
So, and I'm trying to, and sorry for you're repeating this. So it's like they are removing the color from the palettes. It's just basically a ball of gunk, and then when they're done removing it, they just basically throw it onto the ground. Is it still that sky blue, or is it just ash and dust?
It's still that same sky blue.
It's weird.
And
Okay.
are the paintings like just shades of gray, but still the same painting?
Yeah, they're still all sort of shades of grey. They're the same paintings, though. You can only really sort of tell what colours they should be when they're near these, near the Delang, the grey individuals. As they're pulling the colour off it, it appears as a colour in their hand. When they put that on the ground, it then fades to this same monochrome that everything else is.
Are there any piles of stuff near us? Like within 5 feet that I could like touch?
There are not.
Are they within like 30 feet?
Only one within 30 feet is the one that's currently being taken apart.
Crap, yeah, because there's 30 feet.
Can I? Oh, sorry.
Let everyone know that I hear something upstairs.
I'm gonna catch up to the group since no one's really coming up behind us, and I'll whisper actually to Ray and say, Waterdeep is a beautiful place all on its own, but they are taking the beauty out of our most precious pieces. This is not okay. We need to stop this.
I nod and I look at Nark and I kind of like towards the stairs.
Yeah, we should go up there. Oh, by the way, Herc, I know you're colorblind, so you can't really tell. They're taking the colors off these paintings, just so you're not lost.
They're taking the beauty. It's not just the colors, but they're taking the beauty.
You know, we should go.
Yeah, let's I'll figure this out later.
As you get onto the top floor, the first place you'll head to is this sort of mezzanine level that's on above the main gallery. At one end of the hall, just above the main entrance, you see 3 of these figures arguing while standing in front of a sign. You just hear one of them shouting, "Why does this say feed the elephant? Don't feed the elephant if there is no elephant. What is the purpose?" You're just hearing this sort of utter confusion from these things.
Do they look different from the other
They
ones? Do they look like they have a soul versus the other ones that look
They
blank
look
in the face?
exactly the same as the others.
Random question, but is there an elephant anywhere on this mezzanine?
There is no elephant.
There's no painting?
Like no painting, no statue.
There is nothing here that resembles an elephant in any way, shape, or form.
Does the sign actually say "Don't feed the elephants"?
Yeah.
Does the sign look like it doesn't belong where it is? Like maybe a prankster had taken it from elsewhere and put it there as a haha, don't feed the elephants?
Looking at it, you'd say it definitely doesn't look right, whereas all the other signs are sort of beautifully arranged in how they're written or how the letters are placed into look. The ones on this one look like they're definitely look as if they were either placed in a hurry or whoever put them there just didn't care about how they looked.
Yeah, so, Herc just posted in chat, Banksy, and so I was gonna ask the question that was, don't feed the elephants, and is it next to a picture that looks similarly like me with their Americanness just all in glory?
Oddly enough, it is right next to a painting of you, yeah.
How dare they take this interpretation of my excellence? So they're taking the don't feed the elephants literally. Let's go. I'm done. I'm angry at the painting. I'm angry at their interpretation, or lack thereof, because they don't see my greatness. Except that my greatness is now mocked because don't feed the elephants. I'm done. I'm gonna go in and attack.
I'm just snickering.
Wait, so we just see you just run in and be like, you know what, fuck this.
Oh, heck yeah! I am the angry American running in.
Oh, good lord.
All right, I think she's causing a distraction. We should keep going.
We should
Yep.
Caper, just roll to hit one of them with your trident.
Because I'm that mad, it's gonna be two-handed. That'd be a 20, not natural.
20 hits.
11 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I will take a second attack, because I have that ability.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20 for a 26.
Nice. Roll your damage.
Ooh, not so great. That's a 12.
So as you take a couple of stabs at this guy with your trident, he turns around, looks at you, and shouts, "We have more irregulars. Stop them." And the rest of you see as all of the other Delang who are on the floor, on the ground floor, look up at the mezzanine and start making their way towards the stairs.
On that, can I actually do... can I do my second wind and gain some health?
Go for it.
Cool.
Are the rest of you just sneaking off?
I'm starting to.
Yeah, I'm following Narc.
I'm hoping I provide enough distraction that they're like all of a sudden kind of looking at me. I'm trying to be that big, audacious.
All eyes are very currently on you.
Yay!
Keep heading. Oh, good.
Gerald lets them go. He stays in the back, just making sure if she needs help getting out that he can do it.
Okay, we will get back to this little encounter in a little bit. So, Ray, Hut, and Nark. As you're traveling this mezzanine, you quite clearly hear from the stairway that leads up towards the attic. The sign reads stay to the left, but points to the right. The sign contradicts itself.
Who knew we found the Cheshire Cat?
Do we still hear the noise that I'm following coming from? Is it up in the attic?
That is coming from the set from up towards the attic.
Okay. Yeah. Looks like we're gonna have to get past these ones. Can we sneak past them, or are they like right away?
This is one straight corridor leading forward, and first, Nark, could you just make one more perception check for me, please?
21.
As you carry on, you notice that the sounds of a scuffle you were hearing earlier have definitely stopped, but you hear something else sneaking towards your location from the opposite end of this hallway, as the two Lang now turning towards you.
So, like, hallway, we're at this end. I hear the noise coming from the other end, heading our direction.
Yeah.
With these guys between us.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to kill him. Let's go.
As you guys approach what appears to be a woman, but still with all these grey clothes, appears at the end of the hallway and just shouts over here. As she does, the Tudelang turn around and she shoots something from a slingshot, which go into both of their mouths. They stop. They have a look of pure and utter ecstasy on their face before disappearing into the dust and ash you saw before.
All right, we got him.
Yeah. Good job, Herc. Hey there. Howdy.
You're not frozen like everyone else. You can move your.
Yeah, long story short, we got zapped by a clock.
You were there when the clock struck?
Oh yeah.
You may be exactly who or what we're looking for. And this figure sort of removes a mask it was wearing. It has the exact same face as the female Delang you've been fighting. But it looks like it's had makeup. It's wearing makeup, but the makeup's been put on very, very badly. So smeared lipstick, eyeshadow all over the place.
I'm resisting the urge to criticize her appearance. I like visible OCD at the bad makeup because Nark stays pretty all the time. And just kind of averts his eyes a bit. And it's like,
wait, what? Nark stays pretty all the time?
Yeah, he is. I said flowing blonde hair, moisturized face. He's very pretty.
It's genetic.
Yes. He says, all right, well, how do we, can you stop this? Can you turn this off or on or whatever?
I can't stop this myself, but I think I know who can.
All right.
Quick, follow me into the upper attics, and she goes back down the passageway she originally came down.
This can't possibly be a trap, right?
Right, let's go.
Okay. I trust your instincts. And judging by the look on Ray's face, she trusts them too.
Yep, let's go, Ray.
Yeah. We have this sort of innate bond with her. I can tell what she's thinking. I say to no one.
I go with them, but I try to keep an eye out for bad stuff.
Okay.
All right.
As you get into this, as you finally climb a ladder into this upper attic, you see what looks to be a living space once used by a family that's sort of residing in these attics. You see the woman who was accompanying you lay down the bag she had in a slingshot on the table. You see the bag is filled with chocolates.
Is that what you just shot into their mouths?
Oh, yes, we've never eaten chocolate before.
The secret to all of this is chocolate.
Well, the chocolate itself is just so intense that they can't process it. They don't know how to hold themselves together anymore. Or, well, hold these bodies they've been building for themselves anymore.
Are we getting to a whole the answer was love all along kind of thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling too, Herb.
Because I'm much more of a the answer was punch them in the face kind of guy.
It seems you have questions, so ask away.
You know, to be honest, I don't really have questions. I don't really care why or how or anything this is happening. I just want it to be over, honestly. So, how is it we go about doing that?
You may want to follow me then. And she walks through another door, and you follow her into what appears to be a bedroom.
I'm sorry, Ray, did you have questions?
Should I go get the others? I'll be right back.
I'm sure they're fine, Herc.
And
We're both dead.
I'm gonna run back and get Gerald Mortimer, Thaddeus Wellington, the third Esquire, and Keeper.
As you make it back to this mezzanine level, Caper and Gerald have both been ushered towards this passageway you're in. The Lang are closing in around them as we speak, though. Really.
How many of these guys are there? Of these guys and gals, these great people?
Altogether, you'd estimate there's 25 to 30.
How? Let's see. They they've kind of got them cornered.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to cast web and try and capture as many as I can in this web.
And seeing that we're cornered, I'm
okay,
gonna.
Before you do cast a spell or anything, I will iterate. It looks like that they've been ushered towards this passageway that you are currently at.
Oh, okay. So they're
they
towards
lead
me.
them down here because you don't know why, but it looks like that they're being forced to head in your direction no matter what.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll just hey, guys, come on, don't worry about them. We made some friends.
You know what? I'm just going to go with all of this. How far away is he from us?
Only about 20 feet.
Okay, yeah, he's just going to turn around and just run.
Kyber's gonna make sure she just backs up in all of her glory and keeps flicking her cape to flap in the wind, even though she's walking into it.
There's also
And
no
y'all
wind
can
right
see
now.
me at the arena when you are more
I just grab her beak.
incorporated.
As you're gesticulating this, you're getting 2 more firebolts.
After those firebolts, he just grabs her beak and just I do apologize for this, but there's no time, and just starts just pulling her along.
The first firebolt is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
That's 9 points of fire damage.
I can take it.
Second one is only a 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. is there?
Kyle, you are not leaving me.
Oh,
I will
would leave
haunt
to
you.
die. I would leave you to die. We have to go. And like he literally like grabs her beak and is just like, we have to go, move.
I'm
And just
the
starts
DM. I
running.
shouldn't want to kill a player. I shouldn't want to kill a player. I shouldn't want to kill a player. Anyway,
No, you shouldn't want
Alex,
to kill a
it's a-
player.
It's appropriate if you want to kill me right now.
She needs to die.
The Empire needs to survive.
Characters, maybe. Please don't start killing players.
Narc is actually up in this attic now, just like fingers crossed. Like, I hope she's dead. I
Let
hope
her
she's
dead. Let her dead.
I
is
just
there
elbow
any-
him.
anything you guys are doing to block off this passageway?
Ooh. How big is the passage?
Yeah, how big is the passage?
Passage, it's not big at all. It's not even like a 10-foot square.
Is there any kind of sconces along the wall? Anything like that?
There are a few.
Can
But-
I actually hang my net as I boisterously be pompous and whatever, like badoom, badoom, and then leave my net?
I'll say you can do that, yeah.
Okay.
It's quite clear that they'd be able to sort of reach up, pull it down, and keep going.
But they gotta do it.
I mean, I like the web.
Can I stop her? Yeah, can I stop her before she does that? She's like, y'all go ahead. I got this, and I'll cast web across the entire hallway.
And I will go, that's actually a perfect idea, and cast another web behind it.
Yes, teamwork. I high five Gerald.
Well, I was trying to do the same thing,
So,
but you
as
all.
you guys just cast web in this doorway, you are able to cast enough of this sticky stuff, cast enough of the web fluid and its substance all over, sort of making a nice little net that as soon as the first one approaches and tries to push through, they're stuck in it and can't pull back and pull away.
Now let's get out of here.
I'm so glad you guys picked up on the signals.
He just grabs her by the beak. No, we have to go.
I'm going. Calm down.
There is a look of utter disappointment across my face as soon as she walks back in the room.
Yours or Sean's? Which one?
Both.
Both.
All right, I guess we're all back then.
So,
Don't be too disappointed. I have
so
caused
as you're
much
all
cover.
back in this room, you see, along with this unusual Delang woman, there appears to be a skinny young man on the bed. Definitely looks sort of underfed, has wispy red hair, and this strange bright blue glow around him.
Fireball. No.
I was gonna say, is he the cause of all this? If I kill him, does this end?
Well, he built the clock, but just before you arrived, so did someone else who looked identical to him. When they touched, he passed out, and this glow appeared.
All right, before we get to any of that, and I apologize, and I know this might sound incredibly rude, and again, I apologize, but what the hell are you? Why are you here?
My name is Myriad Legene.
Right, I don't think I phrased this correctly. I don't really care at the moment. Who are you? I want to know, what are you? I am a high elf. You are a...
I was one of the Delang.
What the hell are the Delang? And why are you ripping apart everything that you see?
And what does was mean?
Just grabs her. No. Not right now. I wish I had mute. Like
Are
that's
you familiar with the concept of an auditor?
okay. This is out of character. Like an auditor of like in real life audit, someone who audits. Yes.
Well, these things audit reality itself.
For what purpose?
For no real purpose, just to understand it and know everything.
Okay, see that I completely understand. Who is he?
He is the one who built the clock, but as for the what, I'm not sure.
Could I? Because yes, Sarah.
Are you gonna release my beak?
Yes. Yes.
If you need to audit, wait. Blah. If y'all need to audit, why the hell do you need to stop time?
Well, to them, life itself, especially the sentient ones like you, are messy, disorganized, nothing's ever in its right place. So they decide to stop everything in order to be able to organize and catalog it as necessary.
Then why are we not stopped?
Perhaps you received some kind of protection at some point?
The symbols.
Yes, but what are the gray people? Gray persons, gray things.
They are the bodies that the Delang have been making to interact with this world. You see, we have never been alive as such before. I was the first to have a human body to get the clock built. The others, when they decided they had to accompany, built bodies for themselves, and now the word of it has seemed to spread amongst our kind.
Does Herc have a javelin out by chance?
He does not currently. He's not like holding one, but
He turns to Herc. Excuse me, I apologize. Could I have a javelin just for a moment?
of course,
He
hand
kind
him
of
the javelin.
turns it to that arcane symbol, which he should have done beforehand, and detects magic on that arcane symbol.
There is no magic you can detect.
Turns it over to Grey Lady. Mean anything to you, by chance?
The monks of history. They are from the same world that our cell came from. They must have followed us, or they must have followed us as we traveled here. I believe their job is to organize and ensure time flows.
Did we get a description of Jerome by chance?
You did not.
Yeah, no, we did not. Did we get like if he was a human, a half elf, anything?
All you got was his name and the location of his workshop.
What's this guy's name again?
This is a Mr. Jerome Numel.
So it's
There,
exactly
easy as that.
that's the person that we were looking for.
Yeah,
So-
we don't have much time.
Well, I mean, technically, we have nothing but time. But anyway,
So did he start all this?
In a way, yes, but I'm sure he's the key to stopping it all as well.
And who's Mr. Black?
That is the name that one of the Delang chose for themselves.
is he more powerful than any of the others, or is he a leader?
Other than me, he is the oldest. He's been incarnate the longest.
Here's a good question too. What happens when you die?
Our bodies return to that being their material components. Our essence, I would assume, is destroyed.
All right, so back to my original point. I'm going to reach over and grab a handful of the chocolates and begin eating those as I'm talking. So back to my original point.
These are real good, expensive chocolates.
These are real good, expensive chocolates. I'm going to put in my pocket now. So
He just reaches over and takes one.
he's the cause of all this, right?
You could say that, yes.
So he has some sort of connection with this clock theme. What's it?
He's the one who built it.
All right. So, like I said before, let's kill him.
Wait,
I don't.
what the hell is your role?
Me?
No, I know your role.
Oh, all right.
This guy. What the hell is your role?
My role was... I was tasked with commissioning the construction of the clock. We could not make it ourselves. We could not make it ourselves. After that, my task was to monitor his progress and ensure that it was completed.
Then, knowing that you have the smarts to create this amazing piece of construction, why the hell give Mr. Black the authority to... Sorry. Kyle, you just screwed me up. The authority to take over people and command them when you have all of the intelligence that matters to all this advance.
There's one important factor there. You see, I am quite insane.
Okay, well, call yourself what you are. You seem perfectly fine to me.
And then she kills us all.
As you're talking to her, all of a sudden the body that was laying on the mattress on the floor disappears into the strange blue glow. The glow itself rises off the floor and coalesces into a humanoid shape.
I'm gonna assume my trident's out. I'm just gonna fucking stab it.
Your trident goes through the glow, it comes out again, nothing else happens.
Does Grey Lady react in any way?
She looks surprised. You all hear a voice echoing out as well. Do that again and I'll have to age it by 10,000 years.
Do what? Stab y'all on surprising us in an inopportune moment?
You should definitely do it again.
I'm pretty. You should actually, if you are going to do this correctly, you should just tackle him. Just full ball tackle.
She
You're
totally is not smart enough to know that you guys are messing with her, and she goes full bore and tries to tackle the thing.
That's like 20 years of work. She's an Aarakocra. She'd be gone.
As Keeper, as you come out the other side, you are now a very elderly woman. You're muted.
Am I 31? Because Aarakocra lived to about 30.
You're 29 and a half.
All the feathers have like just fallen out.
Well, darling, I
was
do declare you have
All of a sudden, you're very
offended
tired and
me.
falling asleep as well.
All right, now that that's done with. So, J-Man. Is that you, J-Man?
I don't know who I am or what I am.
Well, oh great glowing ball in the sky. Could you, by chance, stop or start time again?
If you could get me to the clock, I can definitely fix this.
We can do that. We can definitely do that.
Are you alive in the, mortal way by chance, or are you just a being of all great power with phenomenal cosmic abilities in tiny living spaces?
I definitely not alive. I wouldn't say I'm a
Sweet,
god.
put him in the hole and let's get out of here.
All right. I'll pick him up and set him gently with all my javelins.
So you put him in your hole. He goes in your hole. All of a sudden, there's a flash of light. You all definitely saw him go in the hole. He's not in the hole. He is still just standing before you.
Can you just walk with us or float?
I
with
can
us?
travel with you, definitely.
Cool.
Right. We
Can
need
you
to go.
kill things? Can you do to other things what you just did to her?
It takes time, and they have to be things that can age, but I'm sure I can.
Can you do it to the other gray people like this one? I point to the makeup woman.
I don't know.
Worth trying. Somebody want to wake up Grandma?
I
Here.
He
It's
touches her, and she returns to the age that she was.
Damn it.
Now, what the heck was that? My gods, I felt very tired, and I have never felt tired.
All of a
It-
sudden, there's another flash, and it's now the end of her sentence.
That's poetic justice right there. All right, we should go.
I move out.
Yeah, we just keep going.
You are shown to. You are shown towards an old service lift that, again, this figure touches, it glows. All of a sudden, it fades. The color comes back to it. You are able to ride it down to the ground floor and out of the back exit of this art gallery. We may meet resistance along the way. There may be more of the Delang waiting for us by the clock. I'm sure they're now
always
aware of
destroy
my
them.
presence.
Well, if we run into them, then we will do what we have done on this entire journey, which is destroy them at every step. What in the world are you
What
doing?
is she doing? Sarah, I don't know if you're muted or if you're.
I was muted by the person, so I'm just acting out because
Oh.
my
Oh, I get you.
character is angry and can't speak anymore.
You can
Oh.
speak, but the last
This is-
time you just flashed all your guys' time, so it was the end of your sentence or tiring.
Oh, sorry. I took that a very different way. I took that as all of a sudden I was silenced.
If we could only be so lucky.
Y'all are so funny. You think you don't value what I have to offer. Except I provide a very particular service to this party.
I motion to Glowing Man and I just start, like, scampering off towards the clock.
I run after her.
I just want to know what the heck they think we're gonna do. I tried to attack that clock, and that clock is impenetrable.
And I'm like,
How-
I'm ticking, trying to get them to follow me.
Lone
How
guy's
many-
going to take care of it.
How many of these Delang have you killed?
Many.
9, 12,
10,
15,
maybe.
something like that.
3, 6, 9. Because we've done 4, 3, 6, 9. 12, 10 to 12. Because if we've done 3 groups and they're always in groups of 3.
Baker's dozen.
As then we must be wary. It was explained to Jerome that as these things incarnate themselves in new bodies, they adapt. They can be better than they were against what had killed them before.
No. Well,
So maybe the whole lightning thing won't work on the other ones.
only if we encounter the ones that we killed the first time.
Are they a hive mind? No, does each one of them
This
have
is-
to be incarnated?
This is too much. We just need to
We
get the
just
clock
need to-
started.
R-
yeah.
Right. Let's just.
I just want to fight stuff. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm ready to fight.
I'm gone. I'm like taking Glowing Man with me, and we're going to the clock.
Yeah.
Me and
You
J-Man are
very-
gone.
You will very quickly make it back to the Street of Artificers. And as you get back, you see an unusual sight. You see the Delang that was referring to himself as Mr. Black shouting at 2 others that are with him. Before you can even get close enough to hear the words he's saying, he strikes them both with his great axe, and they fall to the ground, disappearing into the same dust that you've seen before.
He's killing his own people.
He definitely looks angry.
But Gray Man is killing gray people.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my second
Transformation. As we get close.
And as you approach, he notices the glow. He notices the rest of you. And I would like everyone to make an initiative roll for me.
$16 for Kappa.
8.
11.
5.
25.
Yeah, you get advantage.
Yeah, Herc, you get advantage.
Herc has
I
advantage.
keep forgetting. 7.
Yeah!
Yeah.
It worked.
Technically, it did work.
It did what it was supposed to.
I'm awake. I promise I'm awake.
Are you sure, Bajant?
I'm yawning into this camera, which is so improper. I just don't know
So,
what to do.
it is now Gerald's turn.
All right. Is it only Mr. Black in front of me?
It is only Mr. Black.
Right then. Well,
You all hear a whisper in your heads. We don't have time to fight him. He's different. Just make sure I have a path to the clock.
who was next to me by chance?
Next to you would be Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Ray.
He kind of like just leans into Ray. Would you have happened to hear that voice, or was it just me again? You did. Okay, good.
Again.
Sue. And he's in front of the door to where the clock is.
Yep.
Right then. So. You know what? Screw it. If this is how he dies, this is how it's gonna be, and since no one is there, he's just gonna fireball him. Might as well.
Okay.
So, where are you? Fireball. He has to make a DC 15 dexterity save or take half. Yes, 3rd level. Okay, so DC 15 or he takes 27 fire damage.
Okay. You cast the fireball. You see, like, the starting ember of it travel towards him. He appears to catch it in his hand. You see what looks to be flame escaping the gaps between his fingers. His hand looks badly burnt, but there's no damage other than that.
Well, that simply will not do. That's it for right now.
It is now his turn. And he is going to pull a hand axe out from his pocket. And he is going to be throwing that at Gerald. Because he doesn't like having fireballs thrown at him. And that's a natural 20.
Well, it's a good day, fellows, and goodbye.
And that will be 10 points of slashing damage as this hand axe cuts you across the shoulder.
It's not bad.
And as his bonus action, you all see what appears to be this strange black glow surrounding him. That is it for his turn. Caper.
I will run up and hit him twice, double-handed with my trident.
Go for it.
I'm assuming he's within 25 feet of me.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Then let's do that. Two-handed. First one's a 17.
17 hits.
That is 8 piercing damage, and the second one is a 21
Hits.
for another 5 piercing damage. And I'm going to take an action surge, so I get an additional action.
Go for it.
Which means, because if I take an action to attack,
You get the additional attack option.
Yay. Okay, I'll take 2 more attacks on this person, two-handed. Let's do it. That's a 24 to hit.
Hits.
That's an 11 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And my last hit is a 9.
9 does not hit.
I whiff it because I'm finally out of energy.
The rest of you watch as Caper just runs out to him, just rapidly jabbing with her trident. 3 times the trident sinks into his stomach. The 4th he's ready for it, and with his great axe he just bats it out of the way. That is the end of your turn then, Caper.
Mm-hmm.
Narc.
All right. So I had an idea, which is probably not going to work. Can I try running up to him and using one of my attacks to shove a handful of chocolate into his mouth?
Go for it.
Yes. Should I just make one of my normal unarmed strikes, or do you want me to do something different with it?
Make an unarmed strike, but you do not have advantage with this.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Actually, I'm gonna use my DM inspiration to get advantage anyway.
Go for it.
This feels crucial. This feels like the fate of the world. 26.
And that is perfect. As you watch as Nark just runs up to this guy, just looking like he's about to just claw his face off. All of a sudden, his hand upturns, opens. You all see the chocolates as they get rammed into this Delang's mouth. He stops, looking furious, just staring at Nark. All of a sudden, he just has this look of complete and utter bliss on his face. He just lets out a sigh of content and just into dust.
Guys, I'm a genius. And I still have a few more pieces of chocolate if anybody else wants them.
Chocolate for the win.
Here you go, Ray.
That was inspired. You did. I'll have to remember that for next time.
Chocolate kills everything, apparently.
Apparently, it is one of the greatest weapons of mortal kind.
Yeah,
I've
screw my
heard-
crossbows when we get back.
He writes it in the spell book. He's like, yes, sorry.
Chocolate solves all ills.
As you're
people.
all discussing chocolate, this blue glowing figure just flies straight towards the clock. As it hits this glowing ring, there's resistance. You all see as the ring itself shatters and this blue figure flies into the clock. You see the clock itself glow, illuminated. All of a sudden, you start seeing cracks, fractures appear along its face, along the body, and the whole thing all of a sudden just explodes. You wake up laying in the workshop, the dust, the wreckage settling around you. You hear screams of shock and horror from outside, something about a bolt of lightning. The world has its color again. You see debris in the air just slowly falling to the ground. All of a sudden, you hear a few thuds as some crossbow bolts hit the wall. And that is where we're going to end.
Yay.
I'm still alive, all you good people.
answer was
I am
chocolate.
here. I am
The answer
still
was
there.
I saved the world with chocolate.
But I am still alive. You did not save everything.
I'm really tempted to be the first thing that I do when I get up is to test out my crossbow to make sure it works.
Oh yeah, it's the first thing. She's like, I'm still alive, and finally he just Geralt just snaps and just like, no.
Thank you. This stream was brought to you by Hershey's Chocolate Company. Sponsor.
Oh, good. I can talk again.
Unfortunately, Geralt did not have like silence as a spell.
Garrick didn't have what?
He didn't have like silence as a spell, so that's why he kept like grabbing her beak. He's like,
Gerald or Garrick? Because you
Gerald.
almost
Oh,
said Garrick.
yeah.
Aw,
Oh,
Garrick.
Garrick
I
probably,
miss Garrick. I know.
Garrick probably would have just been like, excuse me.
Garrick would've
All
just
right,
jumped.
everybody, we are gonna go ahead and close out
Yeah.
our stream for the night. There, this was longer than our usual game, so thank you everybody for sticking around and watching. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did. Thank you, Alex, for running
Alex,
one
you did
shot in
awesome.
our
That was
league. That was really fun. We didn't have any maps or anything like that, so I won't talk about our maps. But the music that we use every week, if you like it, if you want to use stuff like that for your home game or your stream, all of our music is royalty free from Incompetech. Check it out, you'll love it. There's lots of great stuff on there. If you liked our overlay, you saw a little bit of our regular overlay, and then our special one-shot overlay. If you like that, if you're looking for help getting overlays for your own stream, whether it's D&D, video games, any kind of thing like that, Sarah makes our overlays for us, so contact her on Twitter for those. She would love to help you out. It's above your face. Yeah, her Twitter's right above her face.
You think I'd remember when I made it?
Other than that, we've got the links up here on the overlay, but if you can, we would love it if you would subscribe to UPick Gaming on YouTube, follow us here on Twitch, follow us on Twitter. Are we still doing the dice giveaway? That's still...
Yeah, I think actually it's a thing until tomorrow.
Yeah, that's still going
I think it's a
on
big thing.
until, yeah, I think until tomorrow. So if you have not entered our great follower giveaway, we're giving away some great dice. Check out the UPick Gaming Twitter page. I believe the tweet is pinned to the top of the page. Go in, enter to win some dice. It's really cool. It's really fun. And you can now, something that started very recently, subscribe to UPick Gaming on Twitch. So if you like what we're doing here every week, consider subscribing to the Twitch channel. And
Hey, if you've got Twitch Primes that you don't know what to do with, hey, we're a
send them
great
our way.
channel.
But yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. We will be here next week, back to our regular game, right, Sean? We'll be
Hopefully.
Yes.
picking the campaign
Yes,
back up.
we will
All right.
we'll be back up. I will be taking a late flight in on Friday night, and I will be up and raring to go on Saturday.
So all of our regular characters will be back on Saturday. So thanks for tuning in, and until next
Alex,
week.
awesome.
Thank you, Alex.
Thanks,
That was
Alex.
awesome.
Thank you, Alex.
And until next week. Good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet.